Hello there, welcome to our 15th Japanese voice acting practice session. So we have a very new group today, so let's go through a round of introductions first. Let's go by Discord order top to bottom, so starting with Sweetsuro.
Hi, nice to meet you guys. It's my first time doing anything voice acting related, but I'm really excited to learn, so thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining. Alright, let's go on to this next person. Lynn.
Hi, I'm Lynn. I'm new. I'm excited. What adventures await us, I wonder? Let's see.
Alright, and that is our NPC. Alright.
It's immediately roasting me.
No.
That's fine.
I thought that was the concept you were going for.
Look, it's just me. It's just, just socially awkward, chronically online person.
That's relatable. Alright, and next, Maeve.
Hello everyone, my name is Maeve. I am a general online personality. I do my best. I sometimes do some streaming of my own, but I am a bit of an actor and voice actor myself a little bit. I know some things, but this will be my first proper practice type session, so please be kind to me. And I hope to get to know everyone well.
Thank you so much. And last but not least, an old face, Ria.
I'm very young. How dare you? I'm Ria. This is all you're getting every time. Just expect it at this point.
Yeah, like you start with one sentence, you're gonna stick with that one sentence forever.
I'm Ria, a smiley face. That's all you get.
Smiley face.
Smiley face.
I like how that's said and not like shown, right?
Well, listen, if you put a smiley face when I'm doing my intro, that would be great.
Yeah, I'll remember that next time. Just for you.
Thank you.
Alright. So, thank you, Kenji, for stopping by. Alright, so how this is going to work is, we have this lovely wheel. You can't see it now, but it'll be up on the screen whenever I spin. So everyone's names will be on it, and whoever's name is drawn will have to perform the script. This is a workshop, so after a performance, the performer is actually going to get feedback on areas they did well, areas they could improve on, how to improve them, and they will take a second go at the script with these notes in mind. Afterwards, whoever wants to take a go at the script can go ahead, otherwise we'll move on to the next one. And as a reminder, please remember to be constructive when giving feedback, and if you're receiving feedback, you are allowed to explain yourself, but don't be defensive when, explaining yourself. So let's all strive to, have healthy discussions and be willing to learn from each other. And that's about it. So does anyone have any questions? Participants, I mean.
No, that seems very straightforward to me at the very least.
Okay, great. Then let's move on to our first script without further ado. If you guys can turn your attention to script archive, the channel script archive in our Discord server, that'll be great. It's going to be posted there. Right.
Gotcha.
Fuck, I forgot about my bath.
Yeah.
Oh no, not the bath again.
Not the bath.
I'm gonna be squeaky after this.
Oh my god.
So, are you in the bath?
Okay, I am 1 foot in the bath.
Oh my god, what?
We getting, I don't want to say we getting sus, but damn, getting close real quick. Damn, you're so
Into
committed.
the bath with this one.
Right. Alright, so I'll give you guys a second to I'll give you guys a second to read the script. Meanwhile, I'm gonna put the script up on my stream and get the wheel out. Okay, let's see. And there's Where's our wheel? There's our wheel. Okay. The wheel has never looked more full. Okay. All right. So I'm going to spin this now. Is everyone ready?
Hey.
No.
All right. Let's go.
If you hear a splash, no, you didn't.
Oh, huh. Okay. Alright, for some reason this always happens when new people join the stream, but okay, so the wheel has landed on me, so if you'll excuse me, I'm going to mute myself and practice for a bit, which I think I forgot to mention, like you are allowed to mute yourself and practice first if the wheel lands on you. Since this is a long stream, so everyone will be allowed to practice if they volunteer later, so... Yeah, so I'm going to mute myself first so you guys can like chat amongst yourselves.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
This does seem like a very nice introduction to the way certain pronunciations are for certain things like minaetea and like things like ano and kore. For anyone who doesn't know any Japanese by natural, it is like kore, sore, and dore are ways to like say like here or this, like kind of things closer to you versus further away. It's some very good simple things that could be easily picked up for anyone who is also using this to learn Japanese.
Yeah, it seems like a challenging but approachable script.
I definitely agree. Again, it gives that the different parts of it can help with different for pronunciation. So I assume Hsialu is going to be our very fantastic senpai here and show off a bit of their work from these sessions.
Oh, wonderful.
All right, I'm back. Okay, so I'm gonna give it one shot, I guess, and really since since I'm going first, I guess you won't have an example of how feedbacks are usually given. I don't know, but you know, feel free to dogpile on me and or just like be brutally honest. Like it's totally fine. Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you. I'll need it. All right.
You can do it.
I sure hope so. Okay. Now that I have Lynn's support, I can do this. All right. 夜分遅くにすみません。これお裾分けです。いいんです。もらってください。姉ちゃん、僕が食べ盛りだからっていっぱい作るんだけど、いつも余っちゃって。それでお隣さんにも食べてもらおうって。もしかしてカレー嫌いですか？よかった。食器はまた取りに来ます。じゃあまた。And scene?
I wish to cherish this character.
Very, very sweet character. Yes. I would agree.
Aww. Thank you.
That was really good.
Thank you for the.
I don't. My
Go on. Sorry, I completely cut you off.
No, I was just gonna say I think it was a great place. I think we're all at the point where like that's just really good. I don't think we have too much more feedback for it because it was again. I think when we are having our discussions previously, I said there's always different ways to do the script. So I never really say like there's a wrong way to do it necessarily, other than like pronunciation. And you're far better pronunciation than I am.
I thought that.
Yeah, everything's interpretive.
I wasn't expecting like such a sweet take, but it works really well with the script actually.
Oh, thank you. I feel very honored. Thank you.
I can hear a lot of like sincerity coming through.
Aw, thank you. I was going for that. Thank you so much. Alright, so does anyone want to attempt this script? Guys, you don't have to keep muting, it's alright.
We naturally mute. Look, my mic is sensitive. I'm gonna naturally mute.
It's alright.
I don't want you to pick up all the splooshing, so...
Alright, you're in the
Remember,
shower,
if you hear a sploosh, no, you didn't.
Nuh-uh.
No splooshes.
No, maybe, yeah, if you hear any splooshes, maybe you should check on your side, because it's certainly not from us.
No,
Yeah,
no way.
that's not-
You definitely just have some water dripping
Are
around you.
you the viewer in the back?
But I don't mind. I can, if no one else wishes to go, I don't mind. I like to do as much practice as I can, so it will take me a little bit to just make sure I get the
Sure thing.
pronunciations right. But give me a moment then.
Sure thing, go ahead. And meanwhile, so does anyone else want to do?
I don't think there's a lot of interpretations for this. It's very... I think it just is sweet. Like, it's just a little sister or a little brother, you know?
It is really sweet. It's yeah, it's the neighbor like coming over to like give you leftovers.
Oh my god, wait, no. Oh, I have a take that I can't do. If
Mhm.
it was a granny, that would
Oh.
be so cute.
That's adorable. It's I mean that would require like some pronoun changes, but yeah, that would be an interesting take. So Lynn, Sweetsuro, Ria, do any of you want to do the script after Maeve goes?
I'm good.
He's nervous, doesn't think it's okay.
It's
I
alright.
will. I feel a little bit more confident enough to try now.
Okay,
Again,
okay.
I'll probably be the one volunteering for most of them, just because I like the I've learned through art the only way to practice is or the only way to get better is to practice.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, that's a good mindset.
Mhm.
And like this is because in Hangouts we don't get feedback, so this is kind of the only chance to at least in this activity for you to actually get a feedback. So.
Mm.
Mhm.
I'm so happy it's longer form as well. I'm usually in the 1 hour
The
ones.
short
so
ones,
it's-
yeah.
Yeah, this is really fun.
Okay. Alrighty, give me just one moment.
Yep, yeah. Whenever you're ready.
夜分遅くにすみません。これ、遅わかです。リンネです。もらってください。姉ちゃん、僕が食べ盛りだからっていっぱい作るんだけど、いつも余っちゃって。それで、お隣さんにも食べまるで。もしかってカレー嫌いですか？よかった。正気はまた取りに行きます。じゃあ、また。Scene.
Oh, that was. I don't know how you managed to do it, but you sound like both soft and like in like almost like enticing at the same time. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, like it's giving me like shy, but also, like they want to get closer to this person very badly at the same time.
Mhm.
I really agree about the comment about it being enticing. I was like,
I'm embarrassed now. I'm very, very nervous and shy. I'm very much going to always be blushing because any feedback to me is always good, and if it's positive, I just get embarrassed. So I also agree on the socially awkward side.
Aw. Yeah, I think that's like a running thing among people who do this.
Together we stand.
Together we stand.
Together we stand.
All right. If I had like something to say about it, I mean, I don't want to like say anything you already know. So I think I'm sure you're already like aware of like certain pronunciation parts. I think there is on the third line there's in this, right? And I think that might be because of the way the I, the first I is capitalized.
I wasn't too certain, and I know I can't read the Japanese fully yet. I probably should have double checked there because I see it's the double I if I look at the Japanese text. I was looking at the romanji.
Yeah, I thought so. So I was like, oh, oops, oh god, yeah.
That's on me for not double checking there.
It's alright. And there was morao. You had to like separate all of the vowels.
Morao.
Yeah. And I think those are the two big ones I heard. And
I think I was a little bit nervous. Amachatte and tabesagari.
Yeah, I figured. So so that's why I'm not commenting on those because I know like you probably already know.
I don't know those ones. I don't know the exact pronunciation, but I was like, I'll give it a shot. I'll try to remember from the way you said it. Lead by example.
Yeah, it's totally like fine to like take your time to like look at the words and like process it first. It's totally fine, and to go slow, it's completely fine.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it sounding like unnatural for now. Yeah. If that's like if like keeping up with the flow is something that's tripping you up in terms of making sure you can read it properly. Yeah. And
about flow, you can make the sentences a bit shorter or like add commas in certain places that it makes sense to.
I think this one seems like alright. There aren't like too many. It seems pretty spaced out for this one, and it's completely fine to like take your time with the pauses as well. So that
was also why I did take things a little bit slower and why it became a little bit more softer and shyer. Because I'm like, I want to make sure I'm pronouncing things as clearly as I can at least.
No, it was a really great attempt. And chat is saying Maeve-san's voice had different place, sugoi.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Alright, so does anyone else have feedback?
I don't know if this is feedback, more so just like a question. What do you think would be more important to focus on in the beginning? Is it like getting a general flow of where to pause and what phrasing should look like, or pronunciation? Or kind of like a mix of both?
To be honest, like I would, like people can disagree with me, but I would say pronunciation because you have to understand like pronunciation first to like really make it sound at least natural in the beginning. Like you can have great pronunciation and like and not know how to act at first, but at least you know how to pronounce it for now. You don't have to worry about, and then you can move on to speaking faster in that sense. Yeah,
that makes sense.
I would agree. When again approaching it, the reason why I took a little bit extra time was I was mixing the acting with the pronunciation. I forgot to focus on certain words that I knew I'd trip up over.
And that's completely fine.
But it's I would definitely say the pronunciation and making sure you're feeling confident in the words you're saying. Making sure you're like, yeah, I know how that one's going to be said, even if this timing's a little off, is I would say an important part, especially with voice acting.
For sure, yeah. All right, Maeve, do you want to like go again?
Sure.
Okay.
夜分遅くにすみません。これ遅いわけです。いいんです。もらってください。姉ちゃん、僕が食べ下がりだからでいっぱい作るんだけど、いつも余っちゃって。それでお隣さんにも食べてもらおうって。もしかしてカレー嫌いですか？よかった。正気はまた取りに行きます。じゃあまた。
That was a lot better, and the flow itself was a lot more natural too, I would say.
Again, I embraced the taking my time a bit more, so.
Yeah, it shows. Sweetsuro and Lynn are muted.
The only pronunciation thing I heard was wake. I think you said. I can't remember what you said. It just was wake. I'm sorry. The flow was so much. It's great.
I appreciate that.
And I will be doing my best to always happily take the more opportunities to keep improving, because I wanted to make sure that time definitely the pronunciation was my focus a little bit more.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah.
That's the spirit.
I think I struggle to give feedback here since I don't know the language. But I thought it sounded good.
Yeah, it did.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Now that I've gone through it once or twice, does anyone else want to try their hand at it?
Knowing that it's a little bit less scary now.
I guess I'll take the plunge. Gonna practice for a bit then.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Take your time. But this definitely does seem like an interesting place to put the different characters or different tones into it for sure. Like how it's like my older sister, I'm still growing, so she made a lot, but there's always too much. You can always make it very soft or more energetic, as you were a bit more. We went the two different routes of soft versus energetic, but I feel like you could also, using more I forget the word for it, more stereotypical things, you could definitely go in a little bit more of the kuderes aspect, so a bit colder, a little bit more just, whatever happens. Like there's the one thing I love about hearing different people read scripts is seeing how someone takes the personality for the reading.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. A kudere take.
Yeah.
It's for the fun of, I wonder how that would sound now.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be honest, I think when I read the script, my impression of the character was very similar to Rosie's. I'm sorry, I don't know what to call you.
It's alright.
It seems like this person is, I guess just by the phrasing, like for example, the here are some leftovers, it makes me feel like the character is a bit nervous, but is also really excited. Because of the exclamation points and yeah.
That's true, yeah.
Could I ask some questions about
Yeah, of course.
Okay. When I was reading this, I'm not really sure how to pronounce a couple of things. Like I see osoku, but I don't know if that's right.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. And tabesagari?
Yeah, tabesagari.
Tabesagari, okay. Amachatte, okay. So, I've been using Duolingo to try and learn Japanese.
Is it working?
And one of the first words they taught us was kare.
Kare. Yeah, right, kare. They do kare, they do pizza for some reason.
What?
They do
Yeah, they
a lot
do
more,
pizza.
more romanized
Really funny.
words.
Huh.
But
Yeah.
one of the first things they teach you is kare. I also learned gomen and not matcha, ocha.
Yeah, like
Clearly
gohan.
Matcha. Not matcha, ocha.
Ocha. Yeah.
My brain just wants matcha.
That's interesting. Maybe they're making sure you can order food or something.
Yeah, that's the point of it. It was the first unit was all about ordering food, and then the second one's all about greetings
So
and
you won't
introducing
starve.
yourself.
It's the same place where I started with Duolingo. I haven't touched it in quite a while, and maybe this will inspire me to keep up with it a little bit more. But I also learned kore, sore, and dore, so very, very quickly. Which
Yeah.
kore is here, sore is there, over next to somebody else, and dore is where. So that was one thing I learned very quickly. So I'm oh, okay, I know which word that is.
Yeah. Alright, I think Lynn is ready.
Yes, I am. Still drowning in my nerves, but just gotta get over that.
頑張って. Arigato. Okay.
夜分遅くにすみません。これお裾分けです。いいんです。もらってください。 姉ちゃん、僕が食べ盛りだからっていっぱい作るんだけど、いつも余っちゃって。それでお隣さんにも食べてもらおうって。もしかして彼嫌いですか？よかった。食器はまた取りに来ます。じゃあまた。
Pachi pachi. Like I completely, I remember like when Lynn first, when I first interviewed Lynn, I was like, oh, you have really nice enunciation, like it's really clear, and like yeah, and I'm reminded of that again. So I'm like, oh, nice, it's so clear, it's so crisp.
I could also see you were reading through as you're going through the lines. You did add a little bit of that acting in there, such as I especially noticed at the "yokatta." That was very like you could tell even if you didn't know what the word meant that you were a little bit happier about something. So I can tell definitely you were able to put a good amount of the acting into it as well.
Yeah, all the ad libs were like very well timed, like the slight what do you call it? Oh my god, I can't English today. What the slight what is it?
Phrasing?
No, it was the shake kind of thing you did for a sorede.
The stutter?
Yeah, that. Okay.
That's the word.
the stutter on yes, on sorede. Yeah, that was like really well timed and very believable too. Which is not that easy to do. And I think the one slight intonation issue that I kind of caught it, and I only caught it because you actually initially did it correctly, but you said again.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was kare. It's a kare. You did it right. It goes up, not down. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. You know, it's that kind of thing where like you get overly insecure, and so you just redo it on the spot.
I really liked your vocal tone.
Yes. Oh,
It was really pretty.
thank you. I'm flustered now. I don't know what to say. I appreciate it. Thanks, y'all.
This is good for your self-confidence.
It's true. There's just a lot of people, they know how to give compliments, they don't know how to receive them.
Oh yeah,
That's something I'm used to as well.
that's the vibe I'm getting from this group.
Yeah. I think
Like
we might
everyone.
have a very, very shy group of people.
Oh yeah, like so far, like everyone who has received compliments are like, thank you. All right. I don't know. I don't really have any big things I feel that I think you need to redo for. But what do you feel like? Do you want to like try it again, or?
Do I? I'm not
That's so
confident
real.
with the type of voice I was going for. I mean, aside from being rusty and all that, just I had a voice in mind and it was not coming out. I feel like my nerves are getting in the way of just my ability to make a proper sound.
If I can give a suggestion for that, something that I often find, I'll be a little embarrassing with this, but a specific voice that I struggle to get into unless I do this specific tactic is picking a phrase in that voice that you know how to do. Like that is your go-to phrase. Doing that a good few times, like repeating it 3 or 4 times before you start, can usually help you get in the physical like muscle space for that voice. So for example,
That's what I do for British voices. I just check British. Literally.
Yeah. But like for example, a voice that I can't get into without doing a specific sound first is the Mickey Mouse voice, because it's very, very specifically high pitched. But unless I go, oh, hi there, boys and girls, I can't just walk right into this one. I gotta go, ho. And then that gets the voice for me because it's a specific sound and it puts the muscles in the right tension point.
I see. So you sort of train yourself to switch into a voice.
Yeah, it's a way of creating a phrase that feels most comfortable for you, that is the way that your body naturally moves into that voice, or where the body naturally knows those muscles to use. Even if it's a sound or a word or a specific phrase, just knowing how that's supposed to sound is a good way to indicate, for me at least, where you need the muscles to be. And so it can be easier to slip into it using like a key phrase, or I think some people call it like a trigger phrase, but essentially it's a specific phrase that helps you get into a voice.
All right. No, that's very useful advice, actually. I'm gonna try and apply that to myself. Thank you.
So do you want to like give it a try again and try to attempt the original voice you wanted to do?
I think for this one, I'm just gonna leave it at this.
All right, that's fair. All right, so Sweetsuro, Ria, do either of you want to do the script?
Now I think I am.
Okay.
I practiced it, so I have this.
Wait, what was that?
You're not hearing this.
Okay. Sweetsuro, do you want to do it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sorry, I was
Alright.
having trouble understanding what Rio was saying.
Oh yeah.
And then
Nothing's just happening. Nothing. Okay. I got it. I'm gonna go for Itsundere.
Oh okay.
Yeah.
All right. So first Ria, and then we'll go to Sweetsuro.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
いやもう遅くにすみません。これお寿司わけです。いや待ってください。姉ちゃん僕が食べされたって帰ってくらんといつも余っちゃって、それでお隣さんにも食べてもらって、もしかして彼嫌いですか？だけどまた取りに行きます。
Oh, I'm a little sad that some of it was cut off, but like from what I could tell, that was really good. I really like the variation in tone, like especially like when you go like really hyper. It's so cute.
That was really cute. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I was going to agree. I loved the way that you did the yatta, though I could hear it got cut out a little bit because you peaked Discord a bit, which is the gross part of Discord. It naturally kind of cuts words out, which sucks.
Yeah.
But I could tell you got very, very excited, and it immediately warmed my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Reminded me of a like younger sister character.
Yeah.
I would love for this Kremlin to like show up and offer me curry. I mean, it's so cute.
I would also like to at least say, because I am just streaming on my end as well, someone from my chat says they love everyone's voices. They think they sound really, really nice.
Aw, thank you.
Thank
There we go again. Like, thank
Amazing.
I thought the character was very cute, very genki.
you.
I like how their tone like goes all over the place. It's very dynamic.
Yeah, that's the right word for it. I'm so sorry today.
That dynamic is fantastic. Yeah,
Dynamic,
I would say
yes.
Sometimes it's one of those days where the vocabulary go bad.
Yeah.
English is not a good language. For you.
Yeah, like what is English? Hey, you go
English
Muzu
over.
Kashi.
Mizukashi. Desune.
Hey. All right, thank you, Kenji. It's fine. Thank you for stopping by. Oh my god, it's almost 4 a.m. Like, go sleep, go sleep. Thank you.
Yeah. If I was actually gonna, if I was gonna say if I had to give like a category or to something to the voice, I probably would have called you know how there's like tsundere in this. I probably would have called it a very dere kind. Or I think it's dokidere, where I don't know if dokidere is a proper one, but like the very open, you can tell what their personality is. They're not like hiding things or pushing certain things. They're just very, very content to be there.
Yeah. I don't really
The
have.
very brightest voice did not come out, I'm gonna be honest. She did not say hello today. Maybe another day.
I don't really have. Yeah, I don't really have any feedback in terms of improvement because I actually really enjoyed that. Like the only improvements on Discord's side, like come on, like I want to hear the full thing. But
I imagine the logistics of her being in the bath probably complicate
yeah, that's true.
the audio a bit.
That's true. All right. So unless Ria, you want to like try it again because I don't know, maybe you have your own. What?
I gotta wash my face.
Okay. All right then. Then we'll just go like Sweetsuro then. I mean, you get to practice first if you want.
Sorry, for some reason I missed like the last set of words.
Oh, she had said if you need to get your practice in, that's okay.
Oh, me? Oh, okay, got it. Yes, please.
Okay, take your time.
All right.
But this is such a lovely group of people. I feel honored to have been in a group with you guys and very happy we all seem to have a similar disposition to the shyness of things. So I feel like this is going to be a very helpful group of people, or at least for this session. It's going to be very nice to see everyone improve and try and kind of help build each other up.
Yeah,
because now I feel happy that I was able to get other people willing to do the script as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like there has to be like one person willing to step up first, and then everyone will realize it's not that scary. Yeah,
I find your approach very inspiring. It's hard to be that person, you know.
Particularly, yeah.
Especially if you yourself are also a wallflower. As well as everyone else in the room.
I've at least learned how to kind of force myself as since as I said, I do streaming. Streaming's been what definitely has pushed me out of my shell a bit more and gotten me. I still feel socially awkward. I still have like my preferred small group of people, but streaming has definitely helped push me like to understand. Okay, there's a specific, just like there's a specific physical muscle place for like the voice, there's a specific muscle place in the brain for being social.
I think that's beautifully worded. I think that conveys just the sort of equilibrium that we're trying to reach very well.
Oh, Sweetsuro, are you ready?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
It's alright.
Good luck.
Okay.
You can do it.
The nerves are real. I get it now. Okay. 夜分遅くにすみません。これ、お裾分けです。いいんです。もらってください。姉ちゃん、僕が食べ下がりだからっていっぱい作るんだけど、いつも余っちゃって。それで、お隣さんにも食べてもらうって。もしかして、カレー嫌いですか？よかった。初期はまた取りに行きます。じゃあ、また。
I really like the voice you did for it.
I agree.
It's very pretty and light. I think if I'm going to like hone in on like this one thing. Well, more like this one line. For the fourth line, I know it's a really long one. From boku to like dakedo. Yeah, it did sound like you were going at it in one breath. So it seemed like you were well, it seemed monotonous because of that, because it seemed like you were just trying to get through that line. There is a little trick, I guess, to cutting up long lines. I feel like I've told this to like everybody who's first starting off, but look for these like gas and tes. Like you can always like use them when you don't understand a language at first. You can always like look for these short short words because they're particles, and you can always like use them as a way to pause. But don't pause for every one of them in the same sentence. Like choose one and like pause at that one if you need to. Yeah, and that helps with the pacing.
Yeah, I think the thing that I was struggling the most in like understanding at least is I couldn't figure out what boku ga tabesaguri dakarate ippai sukuru no koto. I didn't know what that meant. I could like sort of figure out the rest by context, and I know there's a translation, but I couldn't really figure out how to break it up. So that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. The only thing that I noticed, which was I was noticing it specifically because Hsialu pointed it out for you, was the end of the fourth line / the fifth line for me, because it kind of breaks down a little bit, is morao. That was the only thing I particularly noticed, because again, the Japanese language, especially when there's vowels together, usually they are actually separated, like into their own syllables. But that was the only one that I noticed particularly for pronunciation. Otherwise, I think you did very well.
Oh, thank you. Could you repeat how it's pronounced? Is it
Morao.
Morao? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that was good. That was
yeah.
really good.
Morao.
What's Ria? Ria says the shower gel just flew a mile and spat on her face. What the heck?
Oh no!
Oh my god. Read the room, shower gel.
I'm sorry. All right, back to feedback. Sorry.
Your body wash is being very inconsiderate of our call.
Bro, if I didn't have glasses, that would have gone right in my eye.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
I don't know where the is. Okay, well, goodbye.
Alright, so does anyone else have feedback?
I don't really have anything to say that hasn't already been said. I thought your tone was like very warm, like nervous but warm, which I think works with the script. And the main thing I'd have to say is, well, just there's a slight stumbliness in the way you go through your sentences, but that's down to, I think, over time getting a sort of feel for where those natural pauses in the sentence are. And I think the trick that Hsialu mentioned is, I think that'll help for sure. And yeah, but overall, no, I think you're doing pretty good. Keep it up.
Oh, thank you for the advice. I really appreciate it.
I think that goes to everyone, especially since we're all more in the very much beginner to intermediate category. I think everyone's doing fantastic so far. Everyone the one thing I find happy is that, or I'm happy about, I can't English today either, is that everyone seems to be able to find their own character in the line itself, so they can give that little bit of life rather than it feeling very monotone, as everyone has their own, like, okay, this is how it should sound.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone has their own take for the character, and they all work in their own way.
Yep. Sweetsuro, do you want to go for it again, or?
Yeah, I think I'd like to do it again and try to apply like what you guys have told me.
All right.
Give me one moment to practice it for a second.
Guys, you don't have to mute every time.
Look, we're going to keep muting just because it is both the respect thing and it's the wallflower thing. But I think I definitely do like the longer session practices compared to the 1 hour one, because we'd already almost be done. This feels very nice to see everyone's takes and see how each person goes through things, and I think is very, very nice for that.
Yeah, like for 1 hour sessions, usually I would not let people practice unless they were picked by the wheel. And and then I would just only ask like once, like if anyone wants to go, like speak now, or I'm just gonna move on.
Or forever hold your peace.
Yeah, I'll just ask that question once. So like no room for like hesitating and stuff. Yeah.
No room for hesitation, just very much what it is.
Yep. And then people don't, volunteers don't get to go twice. They only get to go once. They will still get feedback because that's what workshops are for. So it doesn't make any sense to not give people feedback if they went. Yeah. But yeah. but they won't have to. They won't get the chance to like apply the notes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just more so just something to keep in mind at that point.
Yeah. Which is also fine because like usually if you get like general tips like the particle pausing thing, then you can apply to the next script. Usually. Yeah, there's
yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, are you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Yay, okay.
Alrighty.
夜分遅くにすみません。これ、お裾分けです。いいんです。もらってください。姉ちゃん、僕が食べ盛りだからって、いっぱい作るんだけど、いつも余っちゃって。それで、お隣さんにも食べてもらうって、もしかして、カレー嫌いですか？あ、よかった。将棋はまた取りに行きます。じゃあ、また。
That sounded a lot more confident. I would say you had you felt more able to say things clearly because you knew where to go or where to take your pauses. I think it definitely did show the improvement for sure.
That's a huge improvement.
It was, yeah. You were able to like apply more personality to it this time too. Like I really like this slight like smile, I guess, at the well. There's always like too much.
Yay!
That was definitely a lot. Yeah, that was definitely a lot more natural. All right. Everyone has gone. We can move on to the next script.
Let's not take too long of this. I want to.
Wait, what?
I want to do so many scripts. I love it.
Let's do our best. If we would like to go, let us feel the confidence and keep going together.
Yeah.
Real.
All right. So here is the next script. Once again, I will let you guys. Like,
Oh my
read
gosh.
it. Read it.
I read like the
first.
first two letters. I read like the first two words and I was like, oh my god.
I'm just gonna try and put this on. Well, not try. I will put this on the stream. Let's see. If it's going to cooperate with me. Yes. All right. Now I'm gonna spin the wheel because that's still a thing. All right. And the person who's going to go first is Sweetsuro.
Uh-oh.
I think we all might want to take a moment to do the practicing because this seemed like a very much more energetic script, at least compared to the other one.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a hot minute.
Yeah, that was just a warm up. That was just a warm up, guys.
It is just a warm up. Don't worry, it'll be fine.
It will be fine. It's a good thing that we all went though.
True.
All right, yeah. Everybody's just practicing now.
I suppose I will take this opportunity to practice as well.
All right, I
Be right
guess
back.
I will as well. Hi, Miki.
It's okay. Yeah, I'm here with you.
All right, are you still in the shower?
Dripped out in pajamas.
Okay.
I'm so comfy.
Aww.
We're having a whole arc in this stream.
Okay, Mikilia just showed up. Oh, it's alright. You're not late. I mean, this is a long session, so it's fine. Everyone is just practicing now because I threw them a hyperactive script on the second try, so understandable.
Yeah, we're not.
Meanwhile, Ria's like, I did hyperactive last time. I'm fine.
I don't know. Like, is it all gonna be the same kind of interpretation? Cause, oh well, I thought the other one was very one note, but it actually turned out not to be. So maybe this one could be, I don't know, super dramatic.
Yeah, like there are different like types of quote unquote hyperactive too, so this will be fun. I don't know if like everyone intends to go. I mean, they're all practicing, so I'm going to assume that everyone who's practicing now is going to go later.
All right.
Okay. Wait, no, Lynn is not the one who's going to go. I was like, well, okay, you're ready.
Sorry, I think I'm struggling a little bit, so I might need a little bit.
It's alright, it's alright.
more
Take your
time.
time, take your time.
I'm struggling. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, no.
I was just gonna ask about the last word for pronunciation. Zettai tsuke tome?
Yeah, tsukitomete yaru.
Tomete yaru.
Yeah.
Tsukitomete yaru.
Mhm.
Okay, that one was just I'm like getting a little bit stuck on.
Mhm. Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah,
If
if
say
you
it
can,
fast,
just break it down into syllables. Tsuki tomete yaru.
Mhm.
Tsukitomete.
Tsuki tomete yaru.
Mhm. Yeah, just keep going faster with that. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
And if you're incorporating it in a sentence, it's pretty common to drop that first you.
Wait, which you?
You know, like tsukitomete yaru.
Oh yeah. Mhm. I was like, I was already thinking like, why you? So I was like, why do you?
Language brain confusion moment. Yeah, that's really confusing when I'm describing just another language.
Yeah, I was like, you. It's like, where's the you? And I looked at the English too, so I was like, is it the English you? And oh wait, they're all muted because I was gonna say earlier there's another participant in a different session, Hinamaru. Like she also talked about how if you mess up on a word or like during a sentence, it's better to redo the whole sentence, not just a word you messed up on, because otherwise you'll lose the pacing for the whole sentence.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah.
That does make a
tempted.
lot of sense.
I'm tempted to repeat the word straight
Yeah,
away.
exactly.
Because I'm a fucking control freak.
It's so natural to want to just repeat the word, and sometimes like if I'm feeling like a bit more nervous with a certain word, I may just keep the stuttering in, because sometimes I'm like, maybe that sounds more natural than me trying to repeat it 3 times.
That's true.
Yeah, sometimes there's cases where you just want to move on. But
Yeah.
it's case dependent, really.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right,
Sweetsuro.
I'm not confident at all about this, but I'll
That's
try my
alright.
best.
Don't worry, take your
It's
time.
all about trying.
Real.なあなあ、いい加減教えるよ。昨日あいつと一緒に帰ったんだろ。デートしたんだろ。なってば。おい無視するよ。おいくっそー。逃げられたか。だが、黙って逃げるところが怪しい。怪しすぎる。絶対突き止めてやる。
Hey, that was a good attempt. I think the one I heard that needs slight fixing for pronunciation is in the first line, "ii kagen oshiero yo." The after kagen, it's its own syllable, so it's, you slightly slurred it with oshiero, so it sounds like kagen no oshiero yo.
いい加減教えるよ。
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a lot better. And overall, it was a little bit fast in terms of the pacing, because this character is talking to another person, so you need to like leave space for them to wait for the other character's action so they can react to it, and that also like gives you an excuse to like read ahead for yourself as well. Yeah, it's like always like use the pauses to your advantage. Yeah, it's always good to like imagine the scene in your head, like actually imagine like there's another person and you're watching them do whatever you think they're doing. Yeah.
I think it's generally a better idea to like go slower rather than faster.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause then you're giving yourself more time to process what you're doing. But I feel like you got the energy down pretty well.
Mm-hmm. Does anyone else have any feedback?
Yeah. Sorry. Okay, you go first.
No, go ahead. Go, Ria. You were talking first. Go.
Sorry. Yeah, puzzle your best friend there. Like, have you ever been teased about somebody? Like, oh, you have a crush on them. Do you? Do you? You know?
Yeah.
It's a bit like more spaced out. Just, yeah, you can pause a lot more.
Yeah, it's all right to pause.
Yeah, I think that script actually called for a lot of pauses.
Alright, do you want to...
So I was typing, taking notes.
Yes. Yeah, sorry for my
Cute.
lack of response. I was just like thinking about, okay, how would I apply it to you? I think I also just got really nervous, and so I took it a lot
That's completely
faster.
fair. That's completely fair.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, no
understandable.
problem.
I know, like, originally the thing I was the most worried about was like the oi mushi sunoyo oi line, because I still don't feel good about that one.
It's alright. Like, you'll never feel good about your own takes, honestly.
From what a lot of my experience of like pacing comes from anime, because that's the one place I hear a lot of Japanese from. From what I know, it'd be a lot more like, or not more like, but I would read it more. Oi, mushi sunayo. Oi. Kind of like an introjection, something that interrupts the sentence.
Yeah, all my voice acting is just me cosplaying as a fucking anime character for you.
Yeah, my voice acting comes from just doing funny voices and being a theater actor.
But yeah, Sweetsuro, do you want to try that again?
I think I might pass on this one.
Oh,
Give me
okay.
feedback.
That's alright.
Then before I volunteer, Lynn or Ria, would you like to read through this one yourself first? Or would you like me to go?
I don't mind. I can go with anything.
Wait, what was that?
A joke, spin the wheel again.
Oh, okay. we can totally do that, alright. Alright, let me put the wheel back up. Okay.
Chat's also saying everyone has very talented beans with good, or very talented beads with good voices.
Eat? These?
Alright,
These?
Maeve.
What? Alrighty.
But yes, beans. A lot of people in my chat call
beans.
everyone beans. Like
Beans.
the gender neutral term, good beans.
Oh.
Sorry,
cute.
my hearing is like a 0.
It's
out of
okay.
10.
It's okay.
Alrighty, it is my turn then, and I shall go. Give me just one moment to clear my throat.
I ikagen oshiro yo. Kino aitsu to issho ni gatte tandaro? Deto shitandaro? Nate ba? Oi, mushi suno yo. Oi! Kusso, nigatta rareta ga. Daga, tamate nigeru tokoro ga ayashi suguri. Zettai, tsuketo tomete teru yo. Zettai, tsuketomete yaru. A little bit of a struggle there. My apologies on the last few words.
It's alright, it's alright.
No need to apologize.
Yeah.
We're practicing after all.
Yeah. It's called a practice, not a performance. Alright, in terms of pronunciation, the second line, it's kaetandaro, not kattandaro. There's two vowels there.
Gaetandaro.
Yeah. And then the fourth line, nigerareta. I think it might be because when the I is like put there in front of like another non-vowel. I can't remember what they're called. God damn it, English. But,
Consonant
yeah,
versus
consonants. There we go. Like when it's put in front of a consonant, you kind of, as English speakers, we kind of automatically make it like the English I. But it's we should just remember that I is pronounced like E, not I.
Ni.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that goes for the, that goes for the tsuki. Yeah, nigerareta.
Nigerareta.
That goes for tsuki tomete yaru as well. And I think it's funny because like Ria and I were just discussing how like the script seems like an obviously hyperactive one, but since the last one had like different seemed like it was one note but had different takes as well, it would be interesting to see what everyone else had to do as well. And you immediately brought a different interpretation, especially in the first part. Yeah.
I definitely felt like the way I wanted to go about it was definitely a little bit more of the like not thug or Yankee, but like that kind of more intimidating kind of character. Nah.
Yeah. It did seem more what is the word? Oh my god.
I don't know what the word for this one is either. My only description is it's that like seductive is a nice word for it. I was going for a little bit more of the trying to be intimidating with the other parts.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where it comes from. Intimidation is seductive.
I got like courtesan vibes, gonna be honest.
Like, courtesan vibes.
From the red light district.
I appreciate that. I do I do the joke, I call it the ara voice because it's the one that people tend to go to, is the very like the very like breathy and more on the seductive side of things. So I do have a tendency to push into that whenever I'm going in for a more like elegant or slower tone. I think I will go again. I would like to try to correct myself, so I'll jump right into that.
なあなあ、いい加減しろよ。昨日あいつの一緒に帰ってたんだろ。デートしたんだろ。待てば。
おい、無視すなよ。おい。
くそ。逃げられたか。だが、ダメで逃げるところが怪しすぎる理由。絶対突き止めてやる。
That was a lot better. Yeah. The enunciation's not clear.
The stuff that you were corrected on, you like perfected like really well. Like the kaiten that was amazing. One thing I should say is you do take the pronouncing like enunciating out everything very well, but you can for like sta instead of shita, it can be sta. So like deito shitandaro instead of deito.
Same with ski.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit more when I'm reading a script versus when I'm saying a script. If I had more practice, or if we had been given not given these, but like say there was a session where we were given scripts to practice to then perform specifically, I would probably have that a little bit better. But usually when I'm reading, I'm very, very focused on making sure I'm pronouncing things right and not skipping over parts, because I know I have a bad habit of doing that in my natural reading. So I'm kind of like trying to make up for pitfalls that I then create more with.
Oh yeah, that's a good strategy. Like you had to perfect the first thing first before like trying to juggle a bunch of other stuff. Yeah.
But I very much appreciate the feedback.
All right. So
that's just the next step, I guess.
Yeah. All right, we're going to spin the wheel again to see like Ria or Lynn will go first.
Oh no,
I mean go next, not go first. All right, so the wheel says Lynn.
All right, let's go. Water. Oh, my voice is already dying. Come on now.
Mine too. I keep like taking sips in between.
なあなあ、いい加減教えろよ。昨日あいつと一緒に帰ったんだろ。デートしたんだろ。なってば。おい、無視すんなよ。おい。くそー、逃げられたか。だが黙って逃げるところが怪しすぎる。絶対突き止めてやる。
Well, that was very like a little kid vibe. It's so cute. It has like a very childish, I guess, like young vibe.
My intent was gremlin.
Oh, that was definitely the area.
I really like that you said mushisanoyo. Like I know personally I was really struggling with figuring out what to do there, and I thought your interpretation was like spot on. So I was really impressed by that.
I also like the placement of like the nasalness for like certain lines, like kuso nigeraretaka and like daga blah blah blah. Like yeah, it really adds to the character, like the what do you call it, the gremlin vibe of the character.
Yeah. I was gonna say I really like the way you did the kuso, because I know that felt a lot more like natural. Like again, that was something you've said naturally before, kind of thing. Because it's kuso, like that, like the extension you put on it put a very like. It just felt like that was something you said every single day.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of if there was anything that I wanted to like point out in terms of improvement, but not really. At least nothing is coming to me. Does anyone else have anything to say?
We're all beginners, man.
We're all beginners. We all think it's fantastic. And we're all improving very quickly.
Well, I mean, you can still have opinions. So.
I personally found it very, very sweet, and again, kind of again on that side of sweet gremlin, where like you were a little bit angry, but it was kind of like in a cutesy way. I agree with that kind of not childish, but very cutesy kind of irritation.
Yeah, I was going for a very like obnoxious, in your face sort of like just picture this character, like, you know, when they skip from the right to the left and back to the right to the left from one frame to another. Like hounding this person.
Finger on his shoulder. I think it could be, since it was gremlin, you could like even take it further, like overact. Just to be like super annoying, you know?
Yeah.
Like nah.
Yeah.
Like, sure, do you want to go again with that?
You know, just I went from like, you know, like kid gremlin, something like that, you know, just
not troll gremlin.
Troll gremlin.
But now you're giving me ideas.
Pure
Yeah,
gremlin.
like now that you said that, I'm really curious how it sounds super nasally.
All right, well, let's give it a go then.
なあなあ、いい加減教えろよ。昨日あいつと一緒に帰ったんだろ。デートしたんだろ。なってば。おい、無視すんなよ。おい。くっそー。逃げられたか。
黙って逃げるところが
怪しすぎる。絶対突き止めてやる。
Scene.
Gave off perfect vibes for a gremlin.
All right,
Oh
Golem,
my
settle
god,
down.
I love that. Bitch, I love it.
That had such personality to it. It at first almost sounded not humor. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be hilarious. I'm like, wait, no, this actually works really well. This sounds like someone's just like, it's okay.
Oh my god. It sounds like somebody accidentally summoned like this creature and then, you know, and they're just like, hey, like annoying them forever.
This reminds me of a like a side character, like, you know, those like pets sometimes that are anime or like someone summons like a demon and it's like a really cute looking demon. I like
with the most annoying
like
voice.
they would act like this. Yes, they would act like this.
For sure.
Tell me all your secrets.
Yeah.
Which one, bro? Like which what's it called? Which one? Vibes.
Mhm. All right, so Ria.
Oh. How do I go after that?
I'm sure you can figure something out.
Yeah.
You can work on that. It is fine. You're good.
I'm just gonna go traditional cutesy, I guess.
なあなあ、いい加減をしてるよ。昨日、あいつと一緒に帰ったんだろ？デートしたんだろ？なあってば。おい、無視すんなよ。おい。くそ。逃げられたか。だが、黙って逃げるところが怪しい。怪しすぎる。絶対突き止めてやる。
That was
Alright.
very cute. I want to pinch this character's
know.
cheek. Then I'll tell them, no, I'm not telling you anything, but you're very cute.
Yeah, the variation, like the delivery for each sentence, it's like spot on. Like, oh my god, that was so enjoyable.
It made me smile so hard.
ありがとう。
Like, if there's one thing that I'm nitpicking here, like, I don't think it's something you need to like redo for, but like mushi sunnayo, the emphasis is on sun. Yeah, I think. Whoa, how did you say it?
Probably mushi sunnayo.
Yeah, something like that, but the emphasis should be on like sun, mushi sunnayo. And that's,
Okay,
that's pretty
okay.
much the only thing from my end.
ありがとう。
Hmm. Anyone else?
Well, it's just. Oh wait, no, hold on.
Oh no,
to
you
go
thought
now.
I was saying. You thought I was saying like, who else wants to go? It's like phantom member, like, come forward.
The secret sixth participant.
The phantom six member. All right. Anyone else have feedback?
Like I said, I can tell that you're from the first script. You're definitely improving in your confidence in what you're doing. So I'm happy to see that in general. But otherwise, no, I don't have any specific pronunciation or speed or anything along those lines. I think it went really well, and you felt more comfortable with the script for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's like your choice if you want to.
More.
What?
Thank you, no, thank you. I'm good.
Okay. All right. That's good. It's fine. All right. Let's go to the next script. Oh. Okay. I think it might be slightly longer, or maybe it's like it's my. Maybe I'm saying things I don't know. Okay. There it is. And as usual, I'll give you guys a minute. Alright, the script is up and the wheel is out. I'm going to spin it to see who's going to do this one first. Let's go. Alright, and it is Lynn.
All right, I will practice. I will return.
Okay. Alright, so any thoughts?
Quickly looking at it, it feels like not that there's worse words, but there is a lot more that I have to be careful with for pronunciation. Like kyomushita Mushitsu. Sorry, see, I
it's
immediately
alright.
it's the quick reading that immediately tries to make me finish up words before they are finished. So I recognize more words on where there's certain pauses are, but my brain gets a bit nervous. I don't think there's any owarimasu kara. I think on my end it might have separated. Is it owarimasu kara or owarimasu kara?
Owarimasu kara.
Okay, I'm a bit more close together. Okay. And it's Riko Hosha? Beginning.
Riko Hosha, yeah.
Riko Hosha. Okay. I think those are the only questions I have for pronunciation specifically that I don't feel confident in.
That's fair. I think this one has like a vaguish tone, I guess. So there's a lot of things to do with that. Yeah.
Yeah, for maybe lots of words are gonna be harder, but it's how you practice. So
Yeah. So while Lynn is practicing, I'm gonna ask the question first. Who wants to do a script? Who else wants to do a script?
私。
Okay.
私です。
Alright.
Me too. Me too.
Alright. So everybody, okay.
We're all still very happy to do so.
Yeah, I honestly, coming into these, I thought we were all supposed to do all of them. I didn't realize
yeah.
we could choose.
That's what my assumption was. I was assuming we'd go through all the scripts together and just see the different things. I didn't realize it was like, oh, we do one and then see if you want to do it. I'm like, it's good to know. Definitely good to know. But I came in with the assumption I'm going to do everything that is presented in front of me.
Yeah.
All right.
time I take them unless I find it like particularly boring. So
I am ready.
All right. Whenever you want to go, then.
日光放射がいないようでしたら、私が。いいえ、きっと両立できると思います。業務室へ日誌を届けるついでに、花壇に水やりをすれば、すぐに終わりますから。方向が全然違う。そうですか。私、漢字介護していて。でも、お花は好きですし、ぜひらやらせていただきます。心配しないでください。私、こう見えて結構しかり者なんです。
Scene.
パチパチパチパチパチパチパチパチパチ
That was adorable.
Very,
so
very
good.
cute.
I love the way you enunciate things.
Right. It's so clear. Yeah. I think once again I'm kind of nitpicking here, but for the third line, starting the okay, so the two lines. So the first one is kyomushitsu, right? And then
Yeah.
and then that's a comma. Yes, that's a comma. And it follows the kadan line, right? So those two lines, it's better to keep them closer together instead of like putting a pause in between. If you want to put a pause in between, it might be a bit more natural to also put a pause before suguni, because think of it as like the two are supposed to be in the same clause, I guess, and then followed by suguni oimasu kara. And yeah, that's just like a more natural pacing. And for the fourth line, I think you were going for like a shyer character, so that maybe that's why it sounds a bit, or to me, it sounds a bit too similar to like the whole script seemed like it sounded like there wasn't enough variation to the tone. So I was really looking forward to see if like the fourth line there would be a little more variation to it, like because they're kind of flustered here, And there are different ways to be flustered, of course, but but I think like to me it sounded a little like too close to like the soft flusteriness, so it almost so it didn't really give the script like too much color, I guess.
That
I don't
makes
know
sense.
if I make any sense. Okay, good. I don't know if I
No,
make
it makes
any
sense. Like a bit more variation in tone, like a bigger change would fit better, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
To be honest, I like 180 disagree. I thought like it was really nice, the really subtle acting, and I liked the slight tonal changes. That was a really bright part to me in your delivery.
Well, thank you. I sort of I went for this kind of like frazzled, like shy but determined character, and I thought, well, say imagining she's already like just kind of panicky all the time, then that would just. I thought, well, in that line, I'll add a bit extra, but I didn't wanna like
go over, like make it out of character. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what I figured, yeah.
But I honestly just I don't know whether it will work. It might work. And you don't have to listen to me because it is a matter of like interpretation, like Ria demonstrated. But yeah. I think it's actually like quite beneficial to like be able to. No, you two have these like differing opinions, and like I'm tempted to like if one person is like very like confident about what they're saying, I'm just tempted to take them at their word, I guess, and I sort of forget. Well, just at the end of the day, everyone's got their own opinions, everyone's got their own perspectives on whether something works or not. Yeah. And I think it's sort of giving me the idea of, well, it's probably fine as it is, but it would be interesting to experiment with like a more like a slightly more dynamic take, I suppose, and see how that sounds.
Right, it's all up to you, yeah. And do you want to try that again?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Oh no, we all went on mute. They're going to practice again. Hello.
Oh, whoops. Okay.
It's okay. I just saw everyone immediately mute, including them. I'm like, oh, huh. Okay, maybe it's time to do the talk.
Yeah. All right. So after Lynn, I think I'm just gonna like go with the order that I heard you guys volunteer. So Ria, Maeve, and Sweetsuro. That's the order we're going with.
No.
Yay. Yeah.
One of the first few things I learned specifically was so I could joke with my friend was Ringo juice and yatta.
Wait, why specifically apple juice?
I don't know. I think it was because a specific like fan comic of a character who also knew Japanese just really likes apple juice. So it's one of the first words we actually learned without like having to look it up on our own. I think it was originally like a Homestuck character. I don't know if anyone still knows Homestuck, but it was a Homestuck character who's both obsessed with anime as well as like apples. So he really, really likes apple juice. So it was like this fan comic version where he was turned into like a child that then for some reason only speaks Japanese without being taught Japanese.
What in the weep?
Exactly.
All right.
Oh yay.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go. Second try.
Yay.
ニコ本社がいないようでしたら、私が。いいえ、きっと両立できると思います。
業務室へ日誌を届けるついでに花壇に水やりをすればすぐに終わりますから。方向が全然違う。そうですか。私勘違いをしていてでもお花は好きですし、ぜひらやらせていただきます。心配しないでください。私こう見えて結構叱り者なんです。
You know those anime characters of glasses, except they don't have see-through lens, they have those swirly things for lenses.
Yeah,
that's
swirly lenses are like solid white lenses.
yeah, like that's the type of character I was like picturing in my head as you were speaking.
I'm reliable, I swear. I promise I know how to be.
That was a great second take to be from the first. I liked it.
Yeah, I like both interpretations, but yeah. It's
One
definitely
thing,
different.
After State, you laughed a bit and then kind of went directly into demo, but I think you could have let it trail off awkwardly to just kind of like cement the awkwardness and then be like, oh, I swear, guys.
You're so right. I was too absorbed in my performance. I forgot.
I still think it is pretty. It was a really good good way to interpret it. I just think it did cause a little bit more jarring cut to the demo.
Yeah. No, that's totally fair. I can see that.
I think a good way could also have been done is kind of combining the two. So laughing then demo. Like adding that little bit of the stutter with it after finishing the laugh.
Yeah.
Any other feedback?
I liked both interpretations a lot. I think for the second one, the thing that I noticed was with the last line when you laughed twice, it felt a little bit overdone, but it's also like very like, I mean, it's like suited to the character, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, in that case, I was sort of going for it, just like making it a little ridiculous on purpose, just to drive home the absolute state this character is.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right, so let's move on to Ria.
Ria, hey. Hey. I don't know. Listen, I don't know. Okay. 尾行者がいないようでした。私が。いえ、きっと両立できると思います。教務室へ西を届けるついでに花壇に水やりをすればすぐに終わりますから。方向が全然違う？そうですか。私勘違いをしていて。でもお花は好きですし、ぜひやらせていただきます。心配しないでください。私、こう見えて結構叱るものなんです。
I really like that, especially the that definitely sounded like you were very, very surprised that someone had interrupted you, telling you, "Hey, that's the wrong way."
Yeah.
Like it, very much like a surprised or someone noticed you kind of thing. Definitely brought out the character that you were doing for sure, and the little bit of the fluster difference.
Yeah.
Your character gives me the impression of like an intern who's keen on taking things seriously and proving themselves.
Yeah, I was thinking of just just glasses character. Just a guy glasses character. Megane-kun.
Okay.
The cool and composed glasses character.
Mm-hmm. I think for the third line, obviously,
Oh my god, the
yeah,
third line.
obviously, yeah, the kyomushitsu threw you off, and so I think that kind of like, yeah, threw off the whole sentence for you, because then I think to me it felt like you ended up forgoing like
Any character.
like the character and like other elements like pacing and tonal stuff in favor of like pronunciation, which is completely fair.
Survival mode.
Yeah, survival mode. Yeah, that is really hard to cut up. Yeah, I don't really know how to like suggest how to improve that other than like, you know, slowing down and like picking the right places to pause, like, you know, particles and the comma and all that. And like I mentioned earlier, it's always like, it's better if you only pick one part to pause for each phrase. I mean, for each sentence. Like, don't overdo the pausing. Yeah.
So it's kyomushitsuie. Kyomushitsuie.
It's separate. Like, the e is the particle. It's like at what is it?
教務室へ
Yeah. At the office. Yeah, to the office.
Yeah. Okay. I was listening to the advice of do the only stop on one particle, and then that went out the window.
Just stop on the one. Oh, whoops, we're gone.
It is kind of just a get good situation.
Yeah. No.
It's getting used to the pronunciation so then you can flow through it a little easier, so it'll take time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the more you do it, the easier it becomes.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell you that
Kyomushitsuie
again.
Alright, that's fine. It's alright. Just one other little thing was that 全然違う. Like the 違う, I heard 違う instead of 違う. But yeah, that's about it. That's a really small thing, so don't worry about it.
Okay, thank you.
Then it would be me next.
Yes.
売り子者がいないようでしたら、私が。いえ、きっと利用できると思います。教務室へ西を取ってくるツワイデンの教務室へ西を取ってくるつないでに簡単に水らやをすればすぐに終わりますから。矛が全然違う？そうですか。私、勘違いをしてて。でも、お花は好きですし、ぜひやらせていただきます。心配しないでください。私、こう見えて結構しっかりもなんですよ。Very much stumbling, but seen.
Alright, so my impression is that it sounds like like a clumsy, you know, student council president type of character. Like they have some sort of like student board
they haven't
role.
attempted.
Yeah. But they're very clumsy about it.
Yeah. and they have a serious attitude with it, but not quite fully there.
Yeah.
A bit more like the responsible dunce that forgets things easily.
Yeah, I think I'm not gonna like hone in on the pronunciation for this.
The
one, 'cause
pronunciations,
I know you know, yeah.
We've all been stumbling over, and it's one thing I know right now. Like it's trying to, it's the reading mixed with the saying at the same time that's causing me to stumble a bit. So
Yeah, well,
I noticed that even in my regular English acting too. So
what I do find interesting about you is that like your intonation is actually pretty accurate. Yeah, so it's very like fascinating to me because like if I don't listen to the words themselves, like the flow, like the tone flow itself, like it's there, like it's accurate.
I just need to get better at pronunciation. Good. I need to get better at reading so that I can just read the Japanese characters.
Yeah, it'll flow like so much better. Yeah.
Insert reading montage.
So reading montages, books fly everywhere, math symbols.
Epic music in the background.
Oh my god. Does anyone else have any feedback?
I think it's stuff you know. Like it is just pronunciation. Because I don't want to add too much to you.
Yeah.
Either.
Don't worry. I am the type of person that I love feedback, even if it's extremely negative. I will happily take it all in stride. So you can be, you don't have to be gentle with me. You can be rough with me, senpai.
I just want to overload you with information since you're still getting pronunciation down. But one thing for a more, I don't know, like native-ish is for vowels, it's got to be like a softer sound. I think it's where you place your palate. I can't tell you how to do that, but
no, I understand. I can also tell it's very different because when I'm in the pronunciation for Japanese, I am very, very specific. Like when I'm pronouncing words outside of English, I'm very specific about how I pronounce them. But because I'm also trying to put the acting with it, I recognize my the English tones are coming through, and I don't like it. But I do try to be very like specific. Like if I don't try and put the acting behind it, 立候補者がいないよでしたら私が Like it's a little bit more, I know where the certain pronunciations sit instead of trying to put like a voice behind it and put that acting bits behind it. I can be a bit more scrutinizing on the words.
Yeah. I do that when I try to go really fast. I end up sounding super Western. It's like I wakashis and you know.
Watashi. Watashi wa goddess.
I mean, just like a positive. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. You go.
It was just like a really quick, like, I know I mentioned this earlier, but I still really like your vocal tone. Like, it's really pretty.
Thank you. That's something really nice to hear because I'm not a personal fan of my own voice.
Everyone has really pretty voices.
I agree.
One thing I've seen is your habit is you draw out words. So for Maeve,
if you like try to vary that, kind of notice that's your habit, and then if you want to vary that, to try stop yourself or to
continue it and embrace that. Either one.
I know I intentionally drag them out because I'm trying to get the pronunciation out and my brain's like not reading the word properly, but I'll take that in stride and either try to get a little bit more of a varied pace or embrace it and be a bit more of the mushitsu, like just generally make it too slow because I think that like I said, there's either embracing it or learning from it.
I think
it depends on everything, like everything that's going on as well. So yeah.
I think that your pronunciation, like, no, rather than pronunciation, I find that you have a habit of blending words together. So for example, like kill, I mean, taking, the worst example in the script, but
the one that everyone's stumbling with.
So like kyomutsu becomes kyomushitsei is what I heard. And I guess I'd say like try and pay a bit more attention to like distinguishing the words, although like I hesitated to say that because it is also like something that clicks better with time, you know. Aside from that, though, I think your character tone was really good, and I had I could imagine like the character very vividly.
I'm glad. I at least take pride in my ability to put emotions behind a voice, so that I appreciate. I'm glad that others can hear that as well.
Your passion shines through.
My passion. I shall continue on. Though I don't think I will repeat this script just because of how many words I notice I struggled with. I will continue to struggle with them again, and I'd rather not put you all through that.
That's fine. Like, that's fine. That's fine. Let's move on to Sweetsuro.
Oh boy.
Gamba, gamba, gamba.
I still haven't decided what kind of character I want to use for this. I've been trying to purposefully not do like the swirly glasses character. I was trying to find a different interpretation. I'm gonna take like 1 more minute if that's okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
Go right ahead.
Yeah.
Glasses for you. Join us. Join us.
It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what non-glasses character comes from this. It's also kind of funny that Sweetsuro just unmuted herself to say, "Oh boy."
I think a Yankee character would be really funny here.
It would be really funny.
Oh my god.
Yankee.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the soft Yankee that just wants to water flowers.
Yeah, mom's for son.
Like I don't know, the clumsy type of Yankee.
Trying
I think I
really
can
hard
see that.
to speak politely.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like how that would go, especially like with the same energy from the last script. So I immediately jumped to, でも花は好きですし、ぜひやらせていただきます。Like that kind of like, it's still in my slightly seductive tone, but like that like a little bit more threatening with the tone.
I can see that. I'm not sure what else, what other way you can interpret this. I mean, I'm sure there are like a lot more, but I lack imagination, so.
Yeah, I was really trying. I'm trying really hard to figure out something else, but here, like, okay, I'll just try it out and see what happens. Okay. リコホしかいないようでしたら、私か。いえ、一人よりできると思います。清見室へ西を届けるついでに、体に水やりをすれば、すぐに終わりますから。え？方向が全然違う？そうですか。私、勘違いをしていて。でも、お花は好きですし、ぜひやらせていただきます。心配しないでください。私、こう見えて結構しっかり者なんです。
I guess it's not quite Yankee vibe, but I think I heard it does sound like one of those like I guess lazy characters. Like,
yes, I was trying to go for a lazy character.
Yeah, I definitely heard that. I don't. I guess I don't know if you intentionally left it out, but there's like a scripted stutter in
yes.
Yeah, the fourth line. Did you intentionally like leave it out?
I was debating what to do there because I think it's really difficult to do another character interpretation on it.
That's true.
But originally, okay, when I was reading, I sort of just added the at the end, but originally what I was planning on doing was like taking a pause there and being like and then saying, and then like sort of stumbling on "そうですか," but yeah, I don't know.
I see. think there isn't really much I have to comment on for the tone itself, like the voice you used and the way you try to present it. Because I thought it came across like pretty well. I mean, I did understand what you wanted to do. Yeah, I don't really have anything as far as like what I think you can like redo for, because it's all like very small things, and I don't want to be like, you haven't finished step 1 yet, but I want you to correct step 2 kind of thing, you know.
If it would help, I can try and redo it in a like more traditional interpretation.
I mean, only if you want to.
Myself.
Only if you want to. And like, does anyone else have like feedback for this take?
I think that your commitment to this particular role might be holding you back a little from like adding more dynamics to your performance. It came across like stoic to me, but like a bit more stoic than I would expect from this type of character.
So like intonation wise?
Intonation,
or like,
yeah, like with the fourth line, for example, the tone. Like there's no sense really of the character being caught off guard, I feel like.
I think what they're trying to talk about is making it sound a bit more natural. It was a bit too much of you were reading the script rather than speaking the script. That's usually where I find is a great place to look at that for is, are you reading it or are you saying it? Because with how we read it in our heads versus how it's said can feel very, very different. So it may have felt a little bit more stiff by the feeling of reading rather than figuring out how to speak it. And again, doing cold reads of scripts like this can be common for getting caught up in those and stuck in reading rather than speaking the script. But I think that's where the feeling was coming from, is definitely felt a little less natural the way you were speaking.
By the way, with Yankee voices, was it that you were going for a Yankee voice?
I don't know what Yankee means.
The like kind of delinquent.
Yeah. I guess so.
Was it just like a lazy student, or like we're really like actually, you know, like delinquent aggressive? I guess.
I think more lazy. The original vibe I wanted to try was like a friend of like the class president who usually has to do all the work. But then I'm kind of like, this doesn't really fit super well with the fourth line, so I tried to make it like more lazy sounding instead.
Well, I guess the fourth line in terms of that type of character, like instead of embarrassed, I guess it would lean more towards annoyance. Like, oh my god, like, are you kidding me? Like, like I had this all planned out. Yeah. If you are gonna read it again, I would definitely say maybe going with the one you first thought, doing the friend, the one who always does the work of I guess if no one else is gonna do it, I'll have to be there for my friend, might actually make it feel that little bit more natural, and might make you feel a little bit easier to read, because I usually go with my first instinct, and then if I feel I should change it or do so afterwards, it can be nice to read it separately, but going with the one that comes most naturally to you first can help you with getting the words to sound natural.
Yeah, I agree. I'd like to hear your take, the first thing you had in mind. I'd like to hear your take on that as well.
I can try. I'm not sure how to present it again.
If you're not sure about doing so, don't feel forced to. But I think if it was your first instinct, it might actually come across a little bit differently than you may have anticipated, but it might still give off the same vibe.
I see. I think like another problem is I don't know like the language.
Yeah, understandable. Yeah, I think this one has caught everyone to stumble a little bit.
yeah, like I can pronounce the words, but I don't know what they mean.
It's okay. It's you. I'm reading the Romaji.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I read the Romanji, and then if I need to know like for what emotions to put into it, I'll read the English line and be like, oh, okay, so that's what that's trying to say, so I should put this intonation here.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do, but I don't. I think
If you want to skip the repeating the script too, I think we all understand the script was a bit more difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I should try again for a learning experience, but I'll take like a moment or two to.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go on.
But yeah, I'm surprised that this is the script that everyone's getting a little bit caught on. Like, I'd rather not go back to it.
Yeah.
I think
like, it's very
the
deceiving.
complicated words. It looks like it's not too bad, but it's the slight complication in the words and like, oh wait, that's not the word I thought it was.
Yeah, for sure.
oh shit.
What are you eating?
Somebody doing a munch? What are you munching? Can you share with the class at least in thought?
I've been eating some delicious smoothie Skittles, not sponsored.
Oh no, don't worry. I was eating some lovely not sponsored Starbursts earlier.
Oh, Starburst is so good.
It was specifically the favorite Reds pack, so it was all reds and pinks.
Oh,
Wow.
I like, but then I get sick of them, and then it just feels bad. So I do like a normal pack, because then it makes them feel special. I am so unprofessional.
No, it's completely fine. I mean, it's a long session. We're allowed to eat, right?
I just have nibbles all around me constantly. Can you take a second bath?
Appreciate your commitment to taking us through your daily routine.
Yeah. First you showered and then
got in your pajamas,
put on pajamas.
Now we're eating together. I feel so close to you.
It's
That's
like
weird.
I'm right there.
Yeah. Like, getting ready with
How
Ria.
Girlfriend treatment with Ria.
Yeah.
Sleep
Spa
over
day
time.
with Ria.
You can fucking hear me putting on my deodorant.
It's very immersive.
Yeah.
Oh shit. For the free Ria experience, you have to hear me drop something every time I move.
Mood. Let's
Yeah, same.
Are you ready?
Okay, I'll try. I don't know. I don't think this is gonna end well.
It's alright. It's all about trying.
good.
It's okay.
リコしかいないようでしたら、私が。いいえ、きっと両立できると思います。興味出演に書を届けるついでに、かなり水やりをすれば、すぐに終わりますから。え？他が全然違う？そうですか。私、勘違いをしていて。でも、お花は好きですし、ぜひらやらせていただきます。心配しないでください。私、こう見えて結構しっかり者なんです。
That felt a lot more natural for sure. It felt like you were more comfortable in what you were saying.
Yeah, well, even just starting from the first line, it definitely sounded a lot more natural. How do you feel about it compared to your previous take?
I'm not sure.
It's okay. That's perfectly okay. A lot of times it's hard to think about self-feedback. But again, thinking from the perspective of someone who has done both theater and singing kind of things, a lot of it is going to be self-reflection of
how did that song feel? Did it feel painful at all? Like, one thing that I especially tell people who use their voice often is it should always feel comfortable with the way you're talking. Even if you're pushing your voice into a different range, it shouldn't be something that's painful or uncomfortable. It should feel more comfortable the more you do it. So if this felt either worse or something, again, the idea that if it felt harder for you to do it this way, then maybe the other way was the way that felt more natural. It might just feel, essentially, it's hard to find that middle ground to be able to critique yourself, but understanding what feels both comfortable or what pushes you out of your comfort zone is important, because it's good to know, like, if you're trying to stay in a comfort zone or find your comfort zone before pushing outside of it is always important too.
Yeah, I think in terms of how I did, I felt like both were actually really similar, but I couldn't how do I put this? I think the first was definitely a lot more out of my comfort zone, and this one was a lot more in my comfort zone, but also rather than that, I think maybe I'm just trying too hard, because here I felt here I felt I actually did worse, but in terms of just like trying to add emotion to the character, but maybe it's trying to do too much, if this sounded better overall.
Again, I think the main part that we all had the comment on is that it felt more natural. It felt like this is an actual line you'd hear someone say, because it felt less like you were acting and you were just feeling, which might be where you're feeling like you're trying too hard because you didn't put enough emotion in, but you yourself just saying it. Like, sometimes when speaking, we'd feel very uninclined to use our natural voice. When using your natural voice, your natural tones and intonations can also be a character in and of itself. It's your quote-unquote natural trope. So it's being yourself into the character. So it could feel like you're not doing enough, but it could still make it sound more like a specific character because it's you.
That makes sense.
One thing that is always very interesting is, especially in voice acting specifically, if it's a voice that you're putting on, someone else can probably recreate that voice. But if it's your own voice, it's very hard to imitate someone's natural voice. So just being able to put those emotions into your own voice can make you feel a lot more confident in being able to do other voices. So being able to sound happy in your voice, sad in your own voice, angry in your own voice will help push you a lot further that way.
Yeah, maybe I'll try doing scripts more. Maybe I'll try thinking about it more about how I would say it rather than like trying to conceptualize a character for now.
That definitely helps when you're just starting out in terms of acting, because you need to
Absolutely.
because you need to like relate to the character, and so that's like the first step.
Don't get me wrong, it's great pushing outside your comfort zone and putting on those characters. Just never feel like you have to do that. It's okay to just be a character in the comfort zone. There's a comfort zone for a reason. People end up getting troped like specific characters for a reason. It's their comfortable voice.
Yeah, Maeve makes a very good point. It's important
I'll
to
keep
make
that in
sure, like, first and foremost, that you're comfortable, like, with the words you're saying. And then, like, once you do, you could add, like, an additional layer of a character on top.
Yeah, we're not quite there yet, but like I've had like a lot of people, you know, like complain about, well, not complain, like more like, well, yeah, sure, why not complain about how they can't, how they're sad or upset that they can't do a certain type of voice yet, and like the advice is always like, well, what is the type of voice that you can do that you're confident in? Because like maybe you should focus on perfecting that first. Like be the best at that voice, because then you have that like your absolute like weapon, I guess. And then you can go on to explore more. But if you keep trying to like get other stuff, then you're not going to master any of them.
Yeah, that makes sense. In terms of feedback, if there's like one or two things that you think I should focus on when trying to read scripts, what would you think that should be?
Well, it's very specific to Japanese voice acting, but obviously pronunciation, I would say, always comes first, because you need to get that down first. Otherwise, if you're only acting through a Japanese script, then it's just then you're not doing Japanese voice acting. You're just acting gibberish, basically. So, so it's always better to learn the language first, because then like you be comfortable more, like not learn the whole language, because that takes a lot of time. And but you have to be comfortable with like the words, like actually know how like the tricks to it, I guess. And then you'll have like, you know, one worry down, and you'll get to like focus more on other stuff like acting and like tone variation and all that. I think the second
something that
thing would be
sorry.
No, it's fine. I just remember it's just I just remember like she asked for 2. So the second thing would be pacing, I would say, because because if you read through it all completely, then it just sounds like a huge blob of something. And if you add like, you know, strategic pauses to it, it's beneficial for yourself because you get time to catch up and like, you know, kind of breathe a bit, and it also sounds more natural on the other, more immersive and natural on like the listener's end as well.
Thank you.
I mean, do other people want to like correct me or something? Because like
No.
yeah because,
Well, you're spot on pretty much.
Pronunciation and pacing.
Well, once you're confident in those 2 things, and I'd say it's fine to tackle that at a script by script basis. But once you're comfortable with those 2 things, you'll find it becomes a lot easier to spice things up like the way you want to.
Something that was really fun was joining in. It wasn't someone who was originally planned for our original hangout session, but it was really fun to go through scripts. And my partner was here at the time, and we all tried reading through scripts in different ways. And it was actually really fun because it got you to play with both ones you know and what felt most natural, and then throw a different one idea out there. And we all tried doing it in that different voice, and it felt really fun because it was just, we're not critiquing, we're all just trying things together. And doing that even on your own, just coming back, looking at the scripts. I do that every once in a while because I want to both be able to read the Japanese a bit better, but be able to feel more comfortable with being able to read through it and put on a character, do that even in your own time. And it can be nice to, a fun game for even someone else who isn't acting, just, okay, how would you read this? Like, how would you say that line? So the more you do it, the more it should feel easier to put on those characters and push those boundaries, or to feel comfortable in how you're saying it and make it feel something like someone else knows and feels what you're feeling, kind of thing. The actual acting behind it can take that time, but it gives you time to practice both.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course. All right, let's move on to the next script. I feel like I immediately just threw you guys a really tough one, I guess.
Hell yeah.
I just said I was going to try and say it as me.
Yeah, I was like, immediately after that, JK.
Dang.
Okay, so the script is on the screen. Let me make that slightly bigger. Alright, and the wheel is there. It's a 50-50 between Rhea and Maeve. Do either of you play gacha games?
Yes.
Alright.
I have insanely good luck.
Okay, great. What does that mean? Like, would landing on you be good luck, or
you know, for this one, I think it actually might be, because I think this one I actually might be able to do a little bit more of a natural character for myself rather than pushing myself out of boundaries.
Okay. All right, let's see. 50-50. Let's go. And the wheel chose Rhea.
Oh.
I have lost the 50-50 this time. This is the entirety of gacha.
You're gonna win the 50-50 next time because it's just
that's the pity roll. That's the 90 roll.
It's dangerous to say I have great luck.
I have weird the second I do. Okay, go ahead. Take your time to read, but this one.
So, I noticed that like all the eyes here are ore. Does that mean anything for the character?
Yeah, it means it's a male presenting character. Yeah.
Same like ore and boku, though I think boku more recently has been used for some female or gender neutral kind of characters. Yeah. But ore is very specifically like masculine because usually the way it seems to be said is ore, like not always in the Yankee, but like the way it sounds versus watashi to ore.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It just feels that little bit more gruff. I think is the way that I've read it into the Japanese. The just way it comes across in Japanese is that more like hey versus hello is different.
Yeah, you're completely right. Yeah.
Is it okay if I don't try to like?
Well, I would like it if you could try, but it's all right. But it's all right, like if you don't want to, because I know you're still working on like more basic stuff, which is completely fine. Like for intermediate and advanced leveled groups, I would ask them to like not change anything about the script, but yeah, like do their best at it. But yeah, but I mean, you don't have to.
I don't think I know.
Read over this on my own too, because I want to get a specific vibe.
Yeah, of course.
I don't think I know how to deepen my vocal tone.
Oh, does anyone actually have like advice for that?
Yeah, try like breathing out through your mouth in incrementally lower tones.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Something that I think I have for it usually is like if you feel your throat when you're talking where muscle tension is, or like where you specifically hold your voice, like where you feel your voice sits, I usually kind of sit back a bit. Like I will pull my chin in a little bit more and down, so it kind of feels that same spot, like where you're breathing in the same way they had said, doing that, but feeling where your voice sits a little bit closer to the back of your throat, because then you have a little bit more of that general gruffness, but then you can push that into the words you're saying. It's just the way it's muscle texture. It's weird.
But honestly, so I think you already have like a pretty good voice for like male characters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but not like completely masculine, obviously, because that's a whole other thing. But like at least for say like schoolboys or something.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. I guess. Yeah, usually when I think of like ore, I'm like, oh, this is like a really deep tone.
Well, not entirely, because I mean, for lack of a better example, like Naruto uses all day. And most shonen protagonists with that type of voice use all that too, so not necessarily.
Okay.
Like to be honest, all it is not like it's not aggressive. It's more like it's super casual. Yeah, so it's not like you
I just found something that is immediately hard to pronounce as someone who doesn't know Japanese as well.
Which one?
For the fourth line specifically, to iki teki kanai.
Ikenai, yeah.
We could use a pause, I think, between the ikite.
Yeah.
Ikenai.
Yeah, you know what?
So
I'll
is
just
it
put that
kanai?
between it. I'll just put
Am
that
I
space
blind?
between.
Kimi ga inai to. Ah, okay, I see this. I see the
There
word.
you go. Does that look better?
Ikenai.
Does that help?
Thank you for that. I'm scared of this script. I'm gonna do my best.
I think you will do fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which reminds me,
Very,
like,
very good voice.
is everyone going to go for a script again? Or?
I definitely am. I
Well,
like
yeah,
it.
you are.
I'll give it a go.
100%. I'm gonna be peeking the mic. So just so you know.
Okay, that's all right.
Oh, sorry, Lynn. Did you want to say something?
Oh, well, be careful not to bum yourself out before you even start.
I'll do my best. I'm gonna do my best. Thank you. それ、何でもするよ。だから、俺のこと嫌いにならないで。作っていて、お願いだから。じゃないと、何するかわからないよ。俺、何度も言ったよね。君がいないと生きていけないって。それをしていて俺を見捨てるの？じゃあ、もし俺に何かあったら、君のせいってことになるよね。それでいいの？俺を見殺しにするの？ねえ。ねえば
That peak at the end, I know why you said sorry, but
Damn.
that I can feel that one. I can
Yeah.
tell you were putting a lot more emotion into it. And again, the different readings that read very much a great way of using ore in a feminine way. Actually, like that, it still kept that feeling and emotion behind it, but it just matched a bit better.
I can feel the toxic mental breakdown.
Yeah.
What's it? The Manhattan?
Yeah.
Oh god.
But genuinely, like, if you were nervous about that, that was fantastic.
It was, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
ありがとう。
It's a very fun script. It's really, really fun. I love these kind of like yandere ones.
I was gonna say, I was like, I feel like you mentioned that you really like these type of scripts. Yeah, so I was like, oh, okay, it's on me. Well, that works.
I'm the villain for real.
Yeah, I don't really have like, again, I don't have really have I don't really have stuff like I would like ask you to like do for, but I will like point out like some small stuff, which is ikite ikenai, like those two. It's still like well, they're separate, but it's just still follow closer. It's just, yeah, like ikenai should still follow closer to ikite. Yeah.
It's just the knowing where to put a certain pause. It's ikite ikenai rather than ikite ikenai, like getting lost in the word. It's ikite ikenai. Like, kind of think of it similar to how you'd say like tongue twisters. That kind of speed together.
Okay, yeah, that works. Yeah.
Yeah, that was giving me trouble even in practice. I was.
Yeah, it's definitely a tongue twister.
Yeah.
And they similarly, like the not so similar, I guess, but like kimi no sei tte koto ni kimi no sei ni koto ni, I would put the pause on kimi no sei tte koto ni. I would actually put the pause like before te. It's not a real pause, it's more because of like the nature of how you pronounce te that's going to give it slight pause to it. But I wouldn't like put a pause behind before koto ni naru yo ne. Yeah.
のせいってことになるよね。
No pause between kotoni?
君のせい
I
こと
wouldn't
になるよ。
I wouldn't put a pause between after ni either. No, yeah, I wouldn't put a pause there.
ね、君のせいってことになるよね。
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
So it's a good solid pause at se, and then te koto ni naru yo ne.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a solid pause, but it's a
it's not
a good start. It's a good start. Yeah.
It's like cause te is like to te, it's like you kind of charge it up in your throat so you can see it as a pause.
Yeah, the double
consonants are fun.
Yeah, right?
I was gonna say it's reminding me of double consonants also because I did a little bit of Korean. So it's like the dokboki, like that especially, like there's just a specific way you change how you talk.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Anyone else?
For feedback.
Well, I think Yeah, no, whatever I had to say, like everyone else already said it. Besides that, your
Thank you.
performance was excellent.
Yeah, it was, especially the ending. Like that was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It was really good.
Yeah, I really like the way it just builds up to like just a total freak out at the end.
Were you wanting to do it again?
I do want to. I don't need to do it again, but I want to do it again.
Okay,
You know?
that's fair. That's fair.
That's understandable.
I don't. Maybe I should try a different.
I think you could do it the same way. I think you could keep the same tone. Maybe again focus on the pacing and the way that the words, rather than like this sobbing or going from the sob into a bit more of the angry. That little slow change of, like that little bit of the way the words are said, from sad to what do you mean?
Okay, one day I'm a practice.
Okay. But just to check again, everyone's going?
Yes. Or at least I would like to go. I remember, I think Lynn said they might.
Oh yes, I'll go as well.
Lynn sits calmly. Oh yes, I will do this insane trip.
Totally.
Well, you know, the emotional ones are always fun.
Yeah.
I will try my best.
It's alright, like I said, like no one's expecting perfection. It's called practice, not professionals telling you what to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's practice, not demonstration.
Can you do a pause after "kimi ga inai to" and then
Yeah.
"ikute ikenaite"?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
for sure, yeah. So like if everybody in the group is a wallflower, then does that who's the real wallflower?
Roro.
Wait, yeah, if everyone in the group is a wallflower, does that mean no one's a wallflower?
Does that mean that the party's just at the wall instead?
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone's just staring at each other in quiet. No one else is talking, just we're all in the same space.
Observing
Yeah,
all the other flowers
just-
from across the room.
Just mutual understanding between a bunch of shy people.
The mutual
Just
understanding,
share
we're all
knowing
just here
glances.
understanding. It's a little bit harder in Discord calls, but this is just casually what some of my calls are like, just quietly doing our own thing.
Yeah.
Real.
I think this is going to be the most interesting group of people if we continue in sessions like this. This will be, I am very comfy with a group of people.
Aw, that's
I'm
good.
surprised to say.
I was a little bit worried because like Maeve was like the only person who showed up from this group, so I was like, oh no, like they haven't gotten to know each other yet. Oh no. But yeah, it's interesting that it's good that all your vibes seem to like merge together. So that's good. All right, Ria.
Hey. Oh good. これ何でもするよ。だから俺のこと嫌いにならないで。ついていて。お願いだから。じゃないと何するかわからないよ。俺何度も言ってよね。君がいないと生きていけないって。それをしていて俺を見捨てるの？じゃあもし俺に何かあったら君のせいってことになるよね。それでいいの？俺を見殺しにするの？ねえデバー！
just as fantastic as before, but again, that pacing, the slight tone changes as you went through did very much make it feel a lot more convincing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did the 君のせいってことになるよね wrong again.
It's alright, it's alright.
It's okay, it's just practice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I
And
think,
for practice, you did pretty damn well.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm trying to clap, but I can't because of the hold my microphone.
I'll just go patch, patch.
Yeah, no, my mic don't pick it up either.
Let's see.
It's on board. Here, I'll clap for you.
Yeah, oh my god, you're clapping for herself. There we go.
Yeah.
Finally a use for the soundboard.
The soundboard has good use now. And we have that one sound.
Good luck, whoever's going next. It's fun, but
believe
it's
It's
just
fun, yeah.
Yeah,
who
it is fun.
going
I believe
next?
it's me.
Okay.
Okay.
俺、何でもするよ。だから俺のこと嫌いになんでならんなんで好きでいてお願いだからじゃないと何するかわからないよ。俺、何度も言ったよね。君がいないと生きてないで。それを知って俺を見つるの？じゃあもして俺に何かあったら君のせいってことになるよね。それでいいの？俺を諸越にするの？ねえ。ねえってば！
I think this was by far your best in terms of pronunciation, which is good. It shows improvement. You've been improving throughout the scripts. I think as far as pronunciation goes, I did notice that ikte ikenai was felt very jarring compared to the rest of the script. It seemed like you were very focused on like rushing through ikte ikenai. So it kind of felt. Yeah, so it was like very obviously like shorter than the rest of the script where you had like a more drawn out voice tone. And in terms of the acting itself, I would really have loved it if there was more build up, because right now it seems like a really sudden jump to like an aggressive hey towards the end. Like it may be better to like ease in through the lines, like the addition, like the layers, I guess, like layer up the craziness as you go. But yeah, again, I feel bad for saying that because I don't want to like pile things up on you. Yeah.
No, again, hun, this is perfectly okay. Again, I take things in stride. I understand what you're saying. You're saying putting the acting part. I know I kind of I was keeping a specific character in mind and I didn't fully build up what I wanted to because I wasn't focusing on the words I was saying to help build it up, because I was focusing more on the pronunciation, which I'm glad I did get better with. But then I need to put the acting more behind it with the character I had in mind.
Yeah, the second time I did it, I really appreciated where it kind of turns, and the turn for me is after I can't live without you, and then are you abandoning me despite knowing that. So the それを知ってて俺を見捨てるの is kind of where you get angry in terms. I think, like, I understand that your character is quite breathy, but also make sure that you hit the consonants hard, so it separates the words and stops them from like all like flowing into each other a bit.
Yes.
Yeah. I do agree with Hsialu with the like building up, but yeah, such an improvement from the first one for definite.
Any other feedback? Alright, so Maeve, do you want to try that again?
Sure.
Okay.
Give me one more moment just to read where I want to grab specific points and I will be.
And everyone mute again. Come on, guys.
I am alive. Here's the unmutedness.
Everyone immediately retreats to the wall.
Everyone moves to the wall.
Alright, Maeve, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Let me
That's
get a
fast.
drink of water first before I felt a little squeak in my voice.
Yep. Stay hydrated.
And that is what will get me if I don't.
俺、何でもするよ。だから、俺のこと嫌いになれなんで。好きって言って。お願いだから。じゃないと。何する？変わらないよ。俺、何度も言ったよね。君がいないと生きていけないで。それを知って俺を見つるの？じゃあもし俺に何か当たら君のせいってことになるよね。じゃあもし俺に何から当たった君のせいってことになるよね。それでいいの？俺をも殺しにするの？ねえ、寝てば。
Yeah, I can definitely hear the layering this time. Nice job.
ありがとう。
Wait, I can do the soundboard thing.
Putz, 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 putz.
I definitely wanted to lean into the more masculine side of things for this one.
Does anyone else have feedback?
Oh, like, even from the first line, it was so much better. Like, I think you don't give yourself enough time to practice, though, because I can hear it in the lines, the later lines, when you're reading as you go instead of knowing what you're gonna say after. And I, like, hear you reading halfway into the sentence.
That's the only reason I feel bad. Because
that's when you're gonna be confused.
Like if I feel bad because especially I want to give everyone else their time to do it. So because I wasn't the first one, so I didn't have like the initial time to start doing the read-throughs or anything. Like I don't want to interrupt other people, so I stop practicing and more listen, and then I don't give myself that actual time while I'm waiting for others to go through the lines.
Yeah, it's just a time management thing. Like personally, as soon as the script's out, I'm muting. Like even if the review hasn't been spun, I don't care.
But you hit the nail on the head there.
Yeah, it's just because I knew that you knew the first line because you sounded like you knew the first line, and then the like tonal difference or like the how do I say, like the flow gets a little bit disorientated towards the end. That's why, and I think I found out that's why, and then you confirmed that's why. So
yeah,
it's just a practice thing.
Getting my brain to actually read it through in the voice and making sure I know what the sounds I'm going to make are generally, at least.
Yeah.
All right. Any other feedback? All right. Let's move.
I can really hear. Oh, sorry.
Oh no! Go ahead.
I can really hear the improvement in pronunciation this time around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's move on to either Lynn or Sweetsuro. Who wants to go first?
Can I try?
Yeah, of course.
Go ahead.
Oh boy.
Immediate regret.
Yeah, I just felt like I'd been going at the end probably too often. Okay. 俺、何でもするよ。だから、俺のこと嫌いにならないで。聞いて言って。お願いだから。じゃないと、何するかわからないよ。俺、何度も言ったよね。 君がいないと生きていけないって。それをしてって俺を見捨てるの？じゃあ、もしよりに何があったら君のせいってことになるよね。それでいいの？俺を見殺しにするの？ねえってば。
That was actually really nice. I think I really like the subtle shakiness you had for the character. It's really believable in that sense. And I feel like you probably took the notes from Ria's take about the Kimi no sei tte koto ni naru yo ne, because that was really really good. I could hear it. I was like, yo, she applied it. But yeah, and yeah, in terms of the pacing for the sentences themselves, I feel like this is probably the most natural I've heard from you so far. I think there could be a little more anguish, I guess, in the last two lines. It's a little bit too subtle, so for the especially for the last two. But I feel like what you did before that with the shakiness and all, it's there, like it's completely believable to me, and not like too over the top. Does anyone else have feedback?
Yeah, I agree with you, and yeah, I think it has been like such an improvement as well, and you're learning from our mistakes. I walked so you one thing is on wakaranai, you put it on ranai instead of ka. So like wakaranai instead of wakaranai. That's the only thing I could find. And then just like to bring it home, because you got the build up. Just bring it home, pretty much.
Okay.
Bring it home, yeah. Anyone else?
I was trying really hard to get the pacing down, so I'm glad it sounded better this time.
It paid off. It paid off.
Yeah.
Do you want to try again? Oh wait, Lynn just unmuted.
Yeah, I don't have anything to add. I think that you did pretty well.
Yeah, especially since you were so worried about, but it's actually really good.
Yeah, it's okay. No need to get super worried preemptively. It's okay to be
It's a
yourself
super
a
low
little.
stakes. It's a super low stakes environment. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to try again?
Yeah, sure. I'll try adding more emotion towards the end. 俺、何でもするよ。だから、俺のこと嫌いにならないで、付き合っていって、お願いだから。じゃないと、何するかわからないよ。俺、何度も言ったよね。君がいないと生きていけないって。それをしてって俺を見捨てるの？じゃあ、もし俺に何かあったら、君のせいってことになるよね。I didn't like that line. Is it okay to restart? Sorry. I'm just gonna restart.
Yeah, of course, go ahead.
Yeah, it didn't sound the way I wanted it to. 俺、何でもするよ。だから、俺のこと嫌いにならないで、付き合っていって、お願いだから。じゃないと、何するかわからないよ。わからないよ。俺、何度も言ったよね。君がいないと生きていけないって。それをしてって、俺も見せてるの。じゃあ、もし俺に何かあったら、君のせいってことになるよね。 それでいいの？俺も見殺しでするの？ねえねえってば。
Oh, that was a lot better. Like, I can definitely feel like the crescendo of the tone.
Yeah.
Putz, putz, putz.
It's fancy.
Wait, hold on.
There we go.
Golf clap, golf clap.
Yay.
No, I liked it. I really liked it this time.
Yeah, you did great.
All right, that's
Lynn
that's,
time.
Oh, what?
Lynn time.
Lynn time. All right.
It's Lynn time.
Lynn time, motherfucker.
Oh, no.
Little clock.
Take a moment to practice.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Take a moment. This has been a really fun script. I know there was the one more, but I believe just for our time, it had said 3 hours maximum. Is it because I assume you have prior commitments, so we might have to be cutting this one short? I assume, just based on how we've been
kind
going.
of, yeah. It's more like when when it hits like the 3 hour mark, I'm going to like start wrapping up. But if we go over a little bit, it's fine because I did account for that. Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like if you had like an appointment or something out, like a prior commitment. I didn't want to keep you.
It's alright. It's alright. It's also
Yay,
because
then I'm very happy.
it's also because from experience, when we go over the 3 hour mark, people start getting fatigued, like a little bit tired. Yeah.
Yeah, I might not do the last script for that very reason.
Like because most of us are probably introverts here, but yeah, so the battery is starting to get low as well. So yeah.
Do any of you like sing? By the way,
you and Ria too.
I do not professionally. I've done so back in high school, and so I'll like sing on my streams. But I'm usually nervous too because I am an alto rather than a soprano, and that makes me very, very shy.
Yeah, I feel like that's a very big issue. Like sopranos are very much held in high regard compared to altos. Yeah.
Like I understand my voice doesn't hit the highest notes, but I can do some good notes. I usually end up taking the masculine roles when singing with friends.
There's some good alto songs that I just cannot hit, and it's really sad. Like in Chicago, there's like an alto part, so like go check out Chicago the musical.
A more popular singer that I usually notice I can sing easier in their tones to is Selena Gomez. I believe she's also an alto.
Yeah.
She can hit some pretty high notes for an alto, but like in general, she sings in a more alto based like range.
Oh, Lynn,
Yeah, I'm soprano, but like
Yeah.
there's.
Wait, Ria, you were saying.
Sorry.
It's alright.
No, I'm
complete your
soprano, but I
thought.
think
I do not wish to interrupt.
where I'm singing at, like where I'm speaking at, is kind of my comfortable range, even if I can go higher. So I don't know.
Alright.
Sorry, Lynn.
It's alright.
It's Lynn o'clock.
It's 1 o'clock.
Okay. 俺、何でもするよ。だから、俺のことを嫌いにならないで。好きって言って。お願いだから。じゃないと、何するかわからないよ。俺、何度も言ったよね。君がいないと生きていけないって。それを知ってて、俺を見捨てるの？じゃあ、もし俺に何かがあったら、君のせいってことになるよね。それでいいの？俺を見殺しにするの？ねえってば！ Scene.
Oh my god. Hello.
If only the soundboard was easier for me to find. I don't have the natural ones easily.
There we go. Be gone, Satan. Okay. But it was overall a very solid performance, I would say. I think it's more of a question, I guess, because I don't know if it's Discord being weird or if you were doing it intentionally, but there were a few lines where I feel like, because overall you had a very like desperate, like agonized tone to it, but then there were a few lines where it kind of disappeared, like 君がいないと生きていけないって and もし俺に何かあったら I think
Yeah.
those two, yeah.
Basically, I was attempting to place emphasis on those sentences. You know, just yeah. I don't know what I'll do. Like that kind of thing.
Yeah, like I wasn't sure if you were like doing it on purpose to show the unstableness to of that of the character, but yeah, and I'm not quite sure whether I like it or not either. Like on one hand, it's like, yeah, like it adds to like the unstableness. On the other hand, it's a little sudden, like I guess, especially since like it's surrounded, like these two lines are surrounded by the other tones are very much like emphasized with like the almost crying type of tone. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know if I like it or not, but yeah, that's just an observation, I guess.
No, I think that's fair.
I think you can take it further with the Janaito to the Ikanaite. Like, that was a more flat kind of like the bit after the Sore wo shitete oro was kind of what I expected for the Janaito, because it's gonna be like, with the line, it's kind of either scolding or chiding, like, I've already told you, basically, bad things gonna happen if you gonna leave me, or it's like, I'm warning you that this is gonna happen. And it was kind of straddling both, and I wish you stuck with either one. Like a more threatening or a more like unstableness on it. Everything else was so dull. Oh my god.
I agree with that feedback, Rita. I noticed that too.
Sorry.
Real.
So good. Very, very, very nice.
It was.
It's great seeing people in these more emotional scripts. They're very fun.
Wait, do you want to do that again?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll try to more like consistently stay in one lane, I think. Ore, 何でもするよ。だから俺のこと嫌いにならないで、好きって言って。お願いだから。じゃないと何するかわからないよ。俺何度も言ったよね。君がいないと生きていけないって。それを知ってて俺を見捨てるの。じゃあもし俺に何かあったら君のせいってことになるよね。それでいいの？俺を見殺しにするの？ねえってば。Scene.
Wow, so good, so good, so good.
So good.
I love the emotion for sure. I could definitely hear this. They were no, I wouldn't say over dramatized, but they were very good, strong like sobs in this, and it was definitely fantastic.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I just have claps. I have nothing else. Just claps.
I know, I was reading late and somebody was talking, but somebody else clapped, so I clapped. By the way, I wasn't trying to road you into one character, because another method of doing it is to be so unstable and unpredictable that you can change your tone at any time. That's one of the ways you can take it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too while I was listening to the second take. I was like, I hope I didn't make them think that they had to like be in one tone. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was an interesting challenge actually to more solidly like stay in that like sad, shaky tone. Like yeah, there's some instability, but more so just the evident sad breakdown coming on, overwhelming this character as the script goes on. Or at least like that's where I was trying to go. Whereas with my first take, I don't know, it's tricky to balance like just the crying and just like yelling. Although I wanted to, but it's hard. Yeah. It's hard to get the nuance right, to get it to like sound natural.
It felt very emotionally manipulative. It was like, for the first half of this script, I can root for you, and for the second half, what's going on?
Yeah. It's like, help.
I want to make people like just despise this character. Like, wow, really, bitch? Not cool.
All right, let's move on to the next script. Here we go.
Should I go?
What?
最後は
Yeah, I think so.
Ah.
Yeah, it seems like it, yes. We only have like 10 minutes left-ish, and I'm assuming everyone's going, so... Yeah.
I think I might starts getting a bit tired.
And, so by default, Maeve goes first.
Making sure I actually read my scripts properly this time.
Yeah, learning. We love learning.
This is good, actually. Like, everybody got to go first once. Yes, we timed it perfectly. Good. And everyone's muted. I'm talking to myself. Okay. Help.
Now I'm not muted. I'm not talking to myself.
I'm like, help. Alright, yeah, like once again, I feel like this is, this feels like a straightforward script, but then I've been proven wrong like many times, so I don't know. I'm curious to see like, what everyone's takes are for this one. What is your like first impression?
I read this as a character that is like very self-assured and is generally like polite but self-assured, like those like I can't say like villain character, but it reminds me of like a classic like second male lead.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Kind of. Yeah. That's what it reminds me.
Yeah. But like not so emo, I guess.
Yeah.
Without the emo.
But like the same vibe.
Yeah. But it's like that one person who's like already really good and stuff, and and they know they're good. Yeah. But not quite the protagonist, I guess. I guess there are some protagonists who are like this.
I feel like protagonists are usually more like headstrong.
That's true.
And this one has a little bit more like nuance in it, which is why I was thinking, oh, this is probably someone that would be like, yeah.
Destined to be defeated by the protagonist anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad. Okay.
I have just one quick question. The last part, my brain's saying I'm saying it incorrectly, is Nini.
Yes, so it's a weird one. The first ni would be closer to ote yawaraka, and then like the second ni I would say what is more pointed, I guess. Ote yawaraka ni. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Ni. Okay, put extra emphasis on the second one in kind of that way. Okay.
it's not like second to last word. It's like oteawaka.
お手柔らか。
お手柔らかに。お手柔らかに。
お手柔らかに。
お手柔らか。
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 お手柔らかよ。
It's a little bit difficult, I can tell you for sure. お手柔らか。
Yeah.
お手柔らか。
お手柔らか。Yeah. It's a fun word. It's good to know this phrase. Go easy on me. Though this one seems a little bit more like, Okay.
Yeah. Are you ready?
I think I am good.
Okay.
Yes. あなたが1回戦のお題ですよね。よろしくお願いします。は？刀らしいのちょうどいいですか？刀らしいのになるかわかりませんけど、そんなに実践がおらいなら、僕も全力でいて問題ないなるそうですね。どうぞ、お手柔らかに。I still did the Nini wrong immediately. I forgot.
No, it was close though.
I kind of went with the like intimidating but soft intimidating. Where it's like, oh, I know this is gonna happen. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Please go easy on me.
Yeah, I definitely heard that. I don't know, in terms of the tone, I don't really have much to say on that, I think.
It's an intentionally like jarring tone for what's
Yeah.
being said specifically. It's keeping the more gentle, soft beginning of it and how they approach them instead of changing the tone. It's keeping that tone, which puts the kind of unease into it, is what I was trying to put.
Yeah.
I think that's his character.
Yeah. Does anyone else have feedback?
I think I know of like you know pronunciation stuff.
Yeah.
But, in particular,
It's okay to put parent point specific ones is really helpful because I'm like, yeah, I know in general, but
yeah, I think like specifically, I think this has been mentioned earlier, but you have a habit of slurring your words a bit, or like your syllables. Like I really noticed this in Jishin, for example. It was like I think the way you pronounced it was more like Jishin, or like you sort of like missed the emphasis on the first syllable. And I think that's the main thing that I noticed.
ありがとう。
Anyone else?
I have nothing to add. I do think that you're improving with every script and it's
For
putting
sure,
a
yeah.
big
I'd agree.
smile on my face.
I appreciate that very much. Now you have me blushing again. No.
Good. You too.
Thank you. It makes me want to like immediately go into the like bashful like arigatou gozaimasu. Bye.
All right. Do you want to go again?
I think I am okay for this one. I am getting myself quite a bit tired as I've gone through every script.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. So we can use the wheel for this one since everyone's going, I assume. Yay!
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna sit this one out.
Oh, all right then.
My voice is a bit.
It's
Yeah.
alright. I'll remove you from the wheel. You know, normally it's tradition for everybody to like do the last script, but it's alright since
Oh,
like
I can
no.
do
It's
it.
because I mean you've done like all of the scripts so far, so this is more because just in case anyone's like trying to get away with stuff like in this case it's usually me, but like but
I've never been on that wheel. I mean,
but I mean
Yeah.
if you don't want to do it, it's fine. It's fine, Sweetsuro.
It's really interesting because when singing, I use a significantly lighter tone, but when voice acting, I'm using a lot more of like my chest or just like natural speaking voice, which is
killing my throat a lot faster than usual.
Yeah, that makes sense. Wait, so do you want to do it?
Anything's fine.
Okay, I think I'll let you rest then, since that was your initial stance.
All
right. I mean, we have been doing this for almost 3 hours, so yeah, it's completely.
Everyone
fair.
has their limit. It's good to know your limit, especially.
Yeah.
Absolutely, don't force yourself.
Yeah, I can tell I'm feeling it a bit in my throat, so I should. Yeah.
Good. Then just drink
This is
your
like
water.
go for the bath
Yep.
spot.
This is why the
be
bath is
relaxed
great,
the entire
as well
time.
as I also like tea with honey is usually very good. Even if you don't like honey, it's a specific natural soother for the voice.
It's so funny you said that because I had like fruit tea earlier with honey, like right before joining.
I currently have slightly cold, but I have rose milk tea with a bit of cocoa powder.
That sounds really good.
I like mixing them. I usually get like the boba tea mixes. I decided to try rose tea this time because they were out of my honeydew milk tea. The honeydew milk teas that you can get from like Amazon, like the bigger bags that you like, it's a teaspoon of this is how much you need, and it's like a kilogram bag. It lasts me quite a while. I went through honeydew I think in a month though because it was so delicious. I wanted it multiple times a day.
I'll say it's really interesting like coming to VA from a singing perspective because in singing like specific intonation doesn't matter and there's a lot more liberty with how you pronounce the words.
That's true.
So it's really interesting like coming to actually trying to pronounce words correctly.
Yeah,
it's very different experience.
Speak,
yeah.
I think coming from the singing though, the intonation just kind of happens if you listen to the original. Like stuff like I think my first instinct is like the Kaoki wo Anbeku. It just like comes out right if you listen to the other person singing. It's fine. Like my only voice acting experience before this would have been in like in the middle where we want to add something cool, and then there's just a slight VA section to go with the song, and that's about it.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is, yeah.
For your singing voice is an entirely different beast than your speaking voice.
Yeah, it's really different actually. It's interesting. It's not a bad one. I like it.
It's crazy, fascinating.
Well, it's interesting because some while back, like there was this person who also sang a lot, and they told me that they thought voice acting was basically, singing was basically voice acting with pitch or something like that. Yeah, which makes sense actually.
I kind of agree with that, but I think like at least like I know Japanese also, I know Chinese has this like very specifically lots of different tones for the same like Japanese has a little bit like going up or down based on syllable, but like when you're singing
up or down.
when you're singing like you don't have that nuance. It's because it's all just pitch.
Yeah, exactly. So. Yeah, I remember someone asked me about that before, like what happens to the tone in Chinese when you're singing? Like, it's gone. Like,
it doesn't exist.
Yeah, like, well, how do you understand what it's saying? I don't.
I don't know her.
Yeah, sometimes I don't. Yeah. All right, let's spin the wheel. Oh, okay. All right. And this is what you get for sitting out throughout the session. Okay, so it's me.
Hey.
Oh, whoops. All right, so I'm going to like take a minute to practice first. Like, you guys go ahead and chat.
Okay.
Hey, now we really have to talk because it's just that
we must.
Yeah.
How's the weather where y'all live?
It's actually starting to get dark. It's been warm, surprisingly. It's been usually really cold, but we've got something really warm recently, and I'm like, it's not spring yet. Don't give us false spring.
Yeah, I was like, wow, like I should be wearing shorts right now, level of warm, when it was like
it was
20...
15 degrees the other day. Like,
Exactly.
I don't know, I have Canadian, so I have Celsius, but it was 15 degrees, and I'm like, really? 15 degrees?
Even.
Yeah.
What the
Crazy
hell?
stuff.
This actually like the what's the weather chat actually came out well for once.
Surprisingly, the what's the weather chat actually worked in a group of people socially awkward. It's okay. Oh, hi, Kat. I
Do
will
any of you-
apologize. I might have to mute because I have a very loud cat.
Oh. Do any of you like K-pop?
Ooh, yes. What was your first K-pop band
Um,
or group? Sorry.
I think like the only one I mostly listen to is Stray Kids, and I don't really listen to them anymore.
I think my first one was actually BTS with Dope.
Yeah.
That was my first proper introduction.
Yeah,
These
mine
days,
is this, but I like IU. Like I like anything she does. This song, Love Wins All. So I love the music video. It's great.
yeah, I've been trying to like learn how to pronounce Korean, and I'm kind of suffering.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's definitely some of the scripts we've been getting, like the minaetea, will definitely help you because again, the double consonants are something that are very, very prevalent in Korean.
Yeah, they pronounce it a bit differently though. It's because they have the whole aspirate and stuff. Man, it's so hard.
It is easier though reading.
to Korean.
Huh?
For reading, I would say for reading Korean's easier because you have a very limited, like similar to English alphabet kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's easier to read the words, but pronouncing is a lot harder.
Yeah. Like for Japanese, I've been like singing it for a very long time now, which I think is the only reason pronouncing it hasn't been as like painful. But now trying to move to Korean is like
Yeah, I'm trying to. When I sing Korean songs, it takes so long to learn them all. Like I just feel like I'm a fish out of water for real.
Yeah, I have a friend like break up the syllables for me.
I have never attempted singing Korean at all. Like it's too intimidating.
It's terrifying. Yeah.
And then some people can rap in Korean. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
I had a friend. I wanted to sing a cover for a friend, and they are native, so they kept sending me back these docs where they'd like comment every single thing that I did wrong, which was perfect. Like, that's how I learned to learn. But it was like, what the fuck? What? Like, I thought I was doing it right. Hello? How do I have like 16 mistakes on this thing?
That's how I feel like singing or speaking in Japanese to native speakers. It's well, you're good for a foreigner.
Oh. You all good, Hsialu?
Yep. I think so.
All right.
It's as ready as I'll ever be anyway, so okay.
Hooray.
Yeah.
Ganbare, senpai.
No, don't say senpai. Alright. Konnichiwa. Hello. Okay, this is our last script now, but you came just in time. Okay. あなたが1回戦の相手ですよね。よろしくお願いします。ああ、刀なしにちょうどいいですか。刀なしになるかわかりませんけど、そんなに自信がおありなら僕も全力でいて問題なさそうですね。どうぞお手柔らかに。
This is why you are a senpai.
No! Don't say
Patch,
that.
patch, patch, patch,
Don't
patch.
say that, don't say that.
No, we need the clap. Where's the clap?
Where's the clap? No,
Thank you.
I just have because I have my favorites, and I almost automatically click a very loud sound about girl dinner. And I don't want to break your ears with girl dinner.
It's Hua time, motherfucker. It's Hua time, motherfucker.
Why did you do it again? Alright, any feedback?
Thank you for showing those the way of the knee.
No!
I was curious about.
It almost sounded adorable, like
Aw.
very cutesy at the end. Just
Yeah.
the way it was pronounced was always like Nini, like taunting.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was what I was going for. Yay.
Yeah, it came
Curious
through.
about
Yeah.
the fourth line, the ha.
It's like a sigh, like you know, like oh I see, kind of thing. If that makes any sense.
I think like
It's
this
also
is
it's also a sigh, depending on what you want to do with it. Like, yeah. Well, then you were saying.
Oh wait, am I interrupting anybody?
No, I think you were the only one.
Okay. This is me nitpicking really, but I think that you could probably like insert a few more like glottal stops in between your words to distinguish them a bit better. But just aside from that, and that's, you know, it's me nitpicking. I thought your performance was really nice.
Thank you. Yeah, I felt that too. I think I was slurring a lot in the fourth and fifth lines.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
All right. I'll try that again.
All right.
Okay.「あなたが一回戦のお相手ですよね。よろしくお願いします。刀なしにちょうどいいですか。刀なしになるかわかりませんけど、そんなに自信がおありなら僕も全力で言って問題なさそうですね。どうぞお手柔らかにに。I don't know if that made a difference at all. Like,
No, I heard a big difference personally. you sounded way more like assured in your performance.
Okay.
And like, at least me personally, I got like more of an idea of the character. Like, I can't tell at all whether they're just like oblivious as to the ensuing battle, or if they actually like pack a punch. And whoever their opponent is, they won't know until the battle starts.
Yay.
I like that.
Thank you. All right. Does anyone else have feedback?
No, just that One-chan, Hsialu's been fantastic. Great work.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, the
Lead us
second
into
one-
battle.
Lead us into battle. Alright, let's bring out the wheel again then. And it's a 50-50 between Rhea and Lynn. Rhea won the 50-50 last time, so let's see if she can do it again. If she wants to do it again. Alright, spinning.
How dare you? My voice is not elegant.
Sorry, my chat is trying to be sweet to me. I don't know if they were talking about you guys. Your guys' voices are elegant, but I hate mine.
Oh no!
My apologies.
I mean, I feel like everyone hates their in voice work hates their voices like a little bit. I know a lot of people who are really good, but they refuse. They absolutely refuse to like listen to their own works again. Yeah. All right, Rhea won again.
Yeah,
Enter the lottery.
Your winner.
To the bathroom.
Wait, what?
It's fine. We do a quick one.
Okay.
1 second.あなたが1回戦とのお相手ですよね。よろしくお願いします。は？肩慣らしにちょうどいいですか。肩慣らしになるかわかりませんけど、どんなに自信がおありなら、僕も全力で言って問題なさそうですね。 どうぞお手柔らかにに。
That was a fantastic knee. It very
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I like the
Hey.
slow lead into like Lum getting increasingly creepier to me. Like getting more sinister, I feel, yeah.
I mean, you can feel their aura emerging.
Yeah. It's like a
Like the fluffy iron, I'm gonna destroy you.
yeah, it's like how in Fullmetal Alchemist, Pride, the shadows like coming out behind him. Like I felt it was something like that. Like, oh my god.
How you dare underestimate me?
Yeah. Like,
That sort of feeling.
yeah. Any other feedback? Yeah, I don't really have anything to say in terms of improvement, but other than like pacing, but I kind of assume it was because you wanted to do like a quick take of it. So yeah. So yeah, we're not.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. All right. Next, Lynn.
All right, I'm gonna practice for a sec. Be right back.
Of course.
I'd actually like to know how everyone else has felt. I don't know if this is anyone's like first ever practice either for Japanese or voice acting in general. But I do like knowing how everyone felt about things, both from a outsider's perspective, myself of being one of this technically being my first ever proper practice, or just from also knowing like, hey, if going through this again, if people are comfortable doing so in a group, either for stream or otherwise, because I think it would be very, very fun in general for practice.
Yeah, I know Sweetsuro and Lynn are both new, but I know like Lynn does English voice acting, so in terms of voice acting itself, it's not new to them. And Ria is the only old member that managed to show up today because unfortunately Snow and Sunny had like a last minute change that they couldn't control. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but hopefully they'll show up soon. I mean, Snow is new too, but Sunny is a pretty old member. Yeah. Yeah. How do you feel, Sweetsuro?
Yeah, I mean, I would like to do another session.
Aw.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
This is very, very fun. I think this was a very great group of people, though we did not have any of the other returning or newer members because of circumstances. I think it was still a great group to be able to work together despite the wallflower tendencies.
Yeah, I was like, oh, good job, Hsialu. You put all of the wallflowers together. Like, excellent.
It worked out somehow.
Yeah.
The wallflowers bond. We bonded talking about weather.
Yeah. All right, Lynn, are you ready?
I have a question.
Oh, okay.
Just I'm not quite sure on what angle to go with for this character. Could y'all like, give me something, and I'll use it as inspiration.
I was gonna say, what about a more cheeky or cocky kind of idea? So very much like knows what's going on and is being a bit more, of course this is going to happen.
Oh.
What, you really think that's gonna be like that?
I would go the opposite way and just have like a fully dome character like, we're having a good game, right guys?
Two choices.
I want to do both.
Do both.
Yeah, do both.
One for each take.
Yeah.
All right.あなたが1回戦のお相手ですよね。よろしくお願いします。はあ？肩慣らしにちょうどいいですか？肩慣らしになるかわかりませんけど、そんなに自信がおありなら、僕も全力で言って問題なさそうですね。どうぞお手柔らかにに。
Gotta scroll every time.
I was waiting for like anyone's gonna do the pachi pachi. Like somebody's going to do the pachi pachi.
Nobody prepared either. It's just like
Nobody prepared. We're always just constantly just.
Yeah, I feel like that was just a really well-rounded performance. Like I would like clip that and like put it as a voice pack or something, because that was really solid.
Well, thank you.
It almost felt like it could be what I've been hearing recently. It reminded me of the character from the new Tekken 8, Reina. Just the way that you, what was it, the tete, or that's what the sound she makes. But it was something similar, like the way you would pronounce something. Maybe the Zenyiroku. That one, I think, just it reminded me the same way that was like an official. Just it sounded so clear, so precise. Just knew what you were doing. I'm like, yeah, that could be from a voice pack.
Right.
Voice pack. I just think I wanted to like really play into the confidence of this character.
Yeah, it was definitely there. It showed. Any other feedback?
Good job.
Alright, let's hear the second take.
Okay.
あなたが1回戦のお相手ですよね。よろしくお願いします。はあ？肩慣らしにちょうどいいですか。肩慣らしになるかわかりませんけど、そんなに自信がおありなら、僕も全力で言って問題なさそうですね。どうぞお手柔らかにに。
That's adorable. There we go.
I picture this character like placing their fingers to their chin and just being like, really? I guess I better do my best then too. Just completely oblivious as to the other party's like, snide remark. Just misinterprets that as like encouragement.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cute. So cheeky, I guess. And of course, like perfect voice to go with it.
It's fun to experiment.
Does anyone else have any feedback?
Good job.
Yeah.
I think you
Everyone's so
very
tired.
much. Everyone's both so tired, and I think everyone also has improved so much to a degree just within this short session.
So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like back when I did the gremlin voice, like my voice has not been the same. But it was worth it.
It was worth it, yeah.
Honestly,
Alright.
I changed my mind. I would like short sessions.
Really?
Yeah, because I mean we got the same amount done. It was just longer feedback, I think.
That's
Well, that's
true.
good too.
Yeah.
I wanted to do like double the amount of scripts you normally do, and then it didn't happen. So I was like, oh, okay.
It also has something to do with the fact that everybody went for like every script, and we do have like a bigger group of people than usual, I guess. So. Yeah. All right. So now that everybody has gone, thank you so much for joining today's voice acting session, and I hope you all had fun. Thank you for being respectful to each other and being open to trying out new things and open to feedback. And hopefully we'll see each other again soon in a future session. But for now, we'll say goodbye here, and thank you all for coming.
It was fantastic to meet everyone.
It was a lot of fun.
Talk to you guys next time.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you for hosting the session.
Of course.
Yes, we very much appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you guys for joining. And being willing to put yourselves out there.